All right, well, we return with our apparently royal number 23 episode.
Oh, I see.
Hmm.
That's what you meant. Well,
Apparently, 23 is the royal number, or the number of the chosen one.
We are the chosen
well,
ones.
considering we might be
Next.
meeting a new person today, that's very interesting. I
Definitely
don't
not
think you're the
chosen
chosen one,
one.
though, but who knows? You could choose yourself. That's the message. It's empowering.
That's true.
Welcome back
So,
to another wonderful session of the Fractured Firmament. The music is somber because as we left off, last session was a sad one. At the end only. The rest of it was pretty good. You guys were traveling aboard the Hermes 1, a ship under the ownership of Captain Tirfan of the Zalian Empire, on your way to the Zalian capital, Helios's home. Along the way, a number of interesting things happened aboard the ship. A prophetic dream of some items, Maya having a depressive episode and hearing a weird message through her mind. Their two artificers boosted the signal of the message to find that somebody was calling Maya sister, and with Cecilius's dream, determined the full message to be "You must not come. You must stay away. I cannot protect you. They will use you as they have used me, sister." Whatever the hell that means. Astra had a moment of sensing the light of Selene somewhere within Zalia, but gaining no more information than that. And the party had some heart-to-heart conversations before arriving at the large Imperial Citadel, a man-made structure orbiting the white star of Zalia. As you guys got a flyby view of Helios's home, you arrived in the hangar bay, were taken to what is known now as a detention center for Helios to be debriefed or interrogated, probably more accurately. With a few very bad rolls, some detect thoughts, and a failed wisdom save, Helios unfortunately outed the party as Elkin, and an ultimatum was presented to Helios. Either condemn your companions to a life of prison or public execution, and raise yourself up to the status of returned war hero, gaining accolades, acclaim, fame, and fortune, or convince your friends to turn their backs on Elcast, surrender their auras, and make a public display of their fealty and redemption in Zalia. And you decided to try the second option. But unfortunately, or fortunately, Cecilius used his earring for like the first time correctly to uh, spy on Helios and their conversation with Strategos Sarai, the general of Zalia, and knew everything that was happening, and managed to prepare in advance Mormendi's Realm Mirror, the device that would bring you back to the Feywild in a moment's notice. As guards flooded into the waiting room, Helios, flanked by Strategos Sarai, and Helios's elder sister waiting in the wings. You guys gathered in the back of the room, Helios presenting this option to all of you, begging with their eyes to please come quietly. As negotiations turned into there's no choice, you have basically a non-choice. Submit or die is essentially what it came down to. Celius made a choice, hidden option 3, to teleport out using the mirror. But unfortunately, as we found out in that moment, Helios was just outside the radius. I gave Helios a chance to potentially throw themselves forward, entering the radius of this teleport and coming with you and continuing your adventure. But Helios opted to instead remain and tossed the Griffin's saddlebag containing very sensitive Zalian technology in it to Astra. A single apology and farewell was all you had in that moment before the rest of the party vanished in a shatter of glass and space, leaving Helios to be arrested for handing over sensitive information and technology to the enemy in the last moment. I will tell you, had you not handed over the bag, had Helios just stayed perfectly still, the worst that would have happened was they'd have asked where your friends are, and if you could convince them that you don't know or whatever, you probably would have just been put under house arrest. But the act of active treason put you into full arrest, and we will get to what that means for Helios. The party already has some idea of a future subplot in Zalia to resolve Helios' story, or to continue Helios' story. It's not going to resolve by any means. But as we left off, the party has arrived on the front door of Silusias, the Silver Spindle, home of Lormendi the Silversmith, Cecilius' patron. People have flooded out from the building that were in the immediate vicinity. Dell and Mallory, as well as Terena, and Lormendi confined, of course, to the mirror realm. As Bashar stormed off angrily, Maya, Astra, and Cecilius sitting on the edge of the fountain, having a somber moment of realization that they are now worlds apart from their companion Helios. And there is no easy way to get back, no easy way to save them. In fact, I think everyone has the understanding that they may never see Helios again. As we pick up from that moment, Mallory is standing off to the side by the door, uncharacteristically quiet, realizing the mood. She looks not sad or upset, but maybe a little uncomfortable, and kind of like nudges Dell and like gestures back inside, and Dell's like no. And Mal just kind of shrugs, and she just kind of wanders back inside, clearly not feeling the vibe out here,
She don't
but
like
not
the
say
vibe.
anything.
No, I don't blame her.
Dell just kind of stays by the doorway, not sure what to say. Terena as well. As you guys sit in this moment. Additionally, as a reminder, all of your senders do pick up signal, as atop the top of the tower, the sender relay was properly set up, and there is now signal across the autumn court. I will also say, for his part, Bashar walks into the tree line and trudges off to go kill something.
Maybe
Makes
he'll
sense.
finally get the meal for Maya to cook.
Maybe. Or maybe he'll never be seen again.
Maybe. And maybe there's a reason for that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know either. Anyways.
Cecilius, I will focus on
Yes.
you first.
Okay.
Where is Cecilius's mind at right now?
Well, from what I previously said from last time, he feels very guilty that he left Helios. But he felt like he had to do it. He didn't have a choice.
You see, in probably this mirror across from you, the figure of Lormendi sitting by your side on the edge of the fountain. You again, of course, cannot feel his actual presence next to you, but can see him reflected as he tries to sit in solidarity.
Yeah, he pretty much just is like slumped, like his back's towards the fountain.
Yeah, sitting on the
like
ground.
kind of just slumped.
Yeah.
Very distraught.
Lormendi looks like he's trying to reach over to comfort, and as his hand reaches Cecilius, kind of passes through, and there's a moment of frustration on his face as he just kind of puts his hand back in his lap and sits with you this moment. Maya, where's your mind at?
Maya is her mind is kind of racing at the moment as she's in the last week, she's been forced to recognize that
Few days.
not everybody that she meets is going to be a good person. And in this particular instance, the one they were trying to reason with seemed like the only thing he wanted was the end of the Elkin kind, even though the current Elkins had nothing to do with it in the past.
That's correct. Yeah, the focus on his anger towards Kite, this irrational desire to end all Elkin. I don't think Maya's actually really experienced anything like that before. Even Venorin seemed to have more justifiable reasons for attacking the Feywild than Stradigo Sarai.
Mm-hmm. But right now, she just is hoping Helios is going to be okay. And she's currently holding on to Astra's arm with her face buried in Astra's shoulder.
Well, to that end, Astra, as you hold the Griffin's saddlebag, the last thing given to you by Helios before he parted, where does your mind find you?
Yeah, I lost my artificer buddy. I didn't have to do that, but they did. They didn't.
Because Helios was a friend, right?
Yeah. I guess in the end, Helios. They had more context than us, being raised there, living there. They must have seen more of what was going on than even we realized, have known that it was wrong. Cecilius, how did you know we needed to go to the back of the room?
I overheard them.
How?
I guess I'll like take it off and throw it to her.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, she'll catch it and inspect it.
Kind of frustratingly, he throws it.
I see. Thank you, Seal. Without you, we'd be dead.
Yes. Thank you, Celius.
Or, even worse, some of them might have been able to follow us, and you would have brought a battle to your master's domain.
Cecilius is being uncharacteristically quiet right now. He's just absorbing what you guys are saying, but not really responding.
Well, this sucks.
Yeah. I'm gonna go cook some food for everybody.
Yeah.
Cooking helps me feel better.
Serena comes over. Do you mind if I help, Tamaya?
Sure. Thank you.
See, she as she's walking away, she looks towards Cecilius and then turns back towards Maya and follows over. Dell wanders over. I don't really understand what just happened, but you guys should rest up. You guys just got out of a really bad situation, and I'll go prepare some rooms or something. It's better than the barn, at least.
Yeah, thanks, Del.
I know things are kind of tense, but Cecilius, there was, see, he looks back towards the tower. Some others came by to put up the relay, and, someone wanted to talk to you when you got the chance. I'll go get them, but I'll let them know that you're not ready yet.
Name. What's their name?
I have my hands in my I'm doing this, and I'm just. I nod.
As Astra asks for a name, Astra, what's your passive perception?
My passive is 14.
14? That's probably good enough. You hear the sound of multiple sets of footsteps coming down the stairs from the center of the tower. And as Del is turning back, a few figures emerge.
Figures!
I will.
Alright, I like figures.
Leading a small group.
My boy!
Familiar figure walks out of the tower and stops, looking across the fountain. Following behind.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, girl?
People.
It's good to see you again.
See Mishari and Avery.
Yes.
Avery holding some leftover equipment in a bag after having just helped set up the relay station. As they emerge, Avery goes, "You're all back! I didn't think I'd see you all again so soon." And realizing the mood, kind of quiets. And the last two that emerge.
Yes.
On a 25 luck check out of a D30, I actually needed a 25 or higher for this.
Oh.
The timeline of events from when you guys parted to now. Hermia escorted the party
Yay, Hermia!
to see Lucius.
Yay!
He also comes short of crying out that you're here, realizing the mood. And the last person following behind, with probably the heaviest footfalls of them all.
Who could it be?
Who could it be?
Megan, if you would like to
I
introduce your new character to the party.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So lumbering behind Hermia, how tall is this doorway?
Probably like 5, maybe 6 feet.
Okay, so you see like the chest of a very large person. The shoulders and head are not to be seen. From the chest down, you see armor covered in like runic symbols of the giant script. Just basic bitch leather pants and boots, some shin pads. I don't know. I didn't go much into it. And then exposed on her arms. Well, spoiler, it's a girl. There's this blue-gray skin covered with scars that look like lightning streaks kind of running up their arms. And then on their hands are just giant gauntlets.
Yeah.
As she kind of ducks down and like,
I love that.
excuse me, pardon me, in front of to get out of the doorway.
Yeah, 100%.
Is a half orc woman with like light pink fading down to like a darker purple braided ombre.
Hell yeah, ombre.
Cute little tusks. And I'll just wait. Stands there imposing, but quietly.
As everyone emerges, the first to speak after Avery is Alan, who just says, "Cecilius, you're back."
I whip back. I didn't notice him.
As you look, I'm going to give you a very important bit of information, Cecilius.
Ooh.
Two things. One,
Oh shit.
you will always have advantage on insight against Callan. Because of
Right.
number 2,
All right.
having spent most of your time together, almost 99% of it, blind, Callan has never been good at hiding emotions on his face around you specifically because he's never had to. And the moment you whip around, please give me an insight with advantage.
Let's go! Yay! I love insights with advantage. Hold on, I need to open my character sheet. I apologize. I always do this shit. Alright. Well, I'm not so hot at insights, but
That's
I'll
fine.
give it a
It'll do
shot.
advantage regardless. 16.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
In the depths of your guilt and I imagine a little bit of self-loathing in this moment,
Oh yeah.
you see the most unabashed look of relief and surprise, and he is blushing the moment he steps out, not expecting to see you. Having arrived here to follow a mission, he looks so caught off guard,
Hey,
looking across the water of the fountain at you.
I kind of like I start to get up, and I will make my way towards him.
Yeah.
I go around the fountain. I'm not all that dramatic now.
Comes over as well.
Boo.
Boo!
Boo.
Boo! I don't want to swim in falling water, thank you.
As Callan approaches Cecilius, following that insight, his body language suggests he really wants to hug you right now. Like he goes for it and then like holds himself back for a moment and
I
just
hug.
kind of, as you hug him, he like has that moment of like surprise and then like deeply embraces you. And as he's
Yeah.
holding you, kind of, there is a slight tremble, and then he like steadies himself. Got your letter. Didn't think I would get the chance to thank you for it so soon. And also to tell you what a fucking idiot you are not to have come back with the rest of them.
Yeah,
You okay? Are you well?
for the most part. Yeah.
You're intact. Good. I feared the worst when they told me where you were. How did you get back so quickly?
There's a lot to talk about.
Yes, I imagine there is. Real quick. He looks towards the mirror, towards Lormendi. We have finished the installation of the device. Thank you again, Lormendi. And you can tell, by the way, Cecilius, Callan is... You know how he feels about Faye,
Mhm.
and he looks a little guarded, but also a little remorseful that he maybe... You don't know what interaction he had with Lormendi when you first met him.
Mhm.
And he looks a little apologetic to Lormendi. And Lormendi in the mirror just kind of nods. You're very welcome. I'm glad to help the Seekers in any way I can. As well as, of course, Cecilius.
I just gestured towards my patron.
Hermia,
Right.
unable to kind of hold back anymore, comes
Our
over.
little girl, yeah.
And runs up to Astra. You're all back. Is much sooner than I thought. How did everything... And she kind of looks around.
Not
Is...
all of us, Hermia.
Oh.
Helios sacrificed themselves.
Oh. Astra, you give me an insight towards Hermia right now.
Yeah. I'm really good at that.
Yeah, get
Oh my
it. You're
God.
really good at this. Get it.
Hermia, perhaps misinterpreting the word sacrifice, wipes away a tear, and looks. She looks very guilty for having left the party. You feel.
Oh, Hermia, no,
There's plenty of guilt to go around.
Helios probably isn't dead yet.
What? Oh.
They committed what I think might be. Well, actually, do I know they committed treason? I know that the suit is in there.
I think it's.
It probably dawns on you.
Can I make that jump, or do you want to chat? Do you want to roll?
Well, I'll follow off your nat 20 insight right there. I'll give you
Okay,
that.
Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty clear. I mean, they were not supposed to hand you something. Like, even without knowing what's in the bag, the context of you guys are now fugitives of Zalia, and they were very clearly supposed to be, like, taking you in and gave you something as you're leaving, that doesn't look good in any superior officer's eyes, regardless of what's in the bag. Yeah, you can infer that.
Betrayed their people for us.
I think there's a lot of context I'm missing, but
Helios is...
they're still alive?
As far as we know.
When you last saw them?
Yes.
Then I will hold out hope.
Me too.
I'm guessing it's not going to be easy to save them, though.
No.
I don't even know how to get to where they're from.
We know where a portal is. In the ring court, I think.
Sealy court.
Sealy.
Sealy
Gotcha.
court.
In the Sealy court.
It's a bit of a distance.
There's a lot of things that need to be done.
Yes, I'm sure. I don't mean to pry, of course. We can talk about it when you're ready. Looks like there's a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah.
Looking at Callan and Cecilia's. Yeah.
Astra will look up towards the mirror, whichever one Lormendi is currently in.
All of them at some point or another.
Yeah.
The whole point of this area is full of mirrors. Yeah.
Looking towards Lormendi. Thank you. Without your mirror, we all would have... Well, I don't know.
It sounds like you really needed it, and that's what I gave it for. I will, of course, I will need some material and some time to repair it.
Yeah,
That breaks the silence, doesn't it?
she'll, I guess... Where is the mirror currently?
Cecilia's has the broken mirror.
Yeah.
In a little bit. Realizing the, hug that's going on and just now's not the time.
Well,
It ain't the time.
Normandy will say, of course, you all are welcome to stay as long as you would like in my domain. I honestly would welcome your company as opposed to some other people's company that I've had to endure recently. Glancing at Dell briefly, and Dell goes, I didn't, sorry.
Another stab wound in my... it just keeps stabbing me, it's fine. Stab me with guilt, everybody, it's fine. Yeah.
So, kind of leaning down towards the ground towards Hermia. Who's the tall one?
Oh,
Who's the tall?
She's a very impressive warrior from Mr. Callan's unit, I believe. She came with them to help install the... I don't know what to call it. The metal thing on top of the tower.
Relay.
Right. I was going to, as I told you before we parted, I had business in the summer court to deal with soon. I was actually going to be heading there soon, but the time worked out. I figured I knew the way to Lucius. I had been here once before. I guess she has business with Cecilius, I think.
Interesting. This is interesting. I like
Speaking
this.
of which, at that point, Callan
Mhm.
would pull
would
back
have
just a
gestured
little
me
bit.
towards.
Yeah, gestures. Seal, we have obviously so much to catch up on, and I want to hear all of it, not in written word. I want to hear it from you at some point. But I would be remiss if I did not mention my companion. Here, this is I'm not sure if you remember, Cecilius. I believe you are
might have seen
vaguely
her.
acquainted
I might have seen her.
from your
Might have,
school
but-
days with
Yeah. Oh boy.
the half orc standing by the door. I would say you two have it's like you've seen each other at school. You don't really know each other that well.
Okay. So
But,
I've seen her in passing.
What I will say is she is a
Maybe
friend
seen.
of Callan's from school. Like you knew her
Okay.
through Callan, but it was kind of
Got
like
it.
never
she,
got.
She was in the advanced
Also,
melee.
yeah, that's right. Also, you never saw
Classes.
her. Shit, that's right. You were blind.
I
no,
never would have
you've
saw
never
her.
seen-
I might have heard her.
That's true. I think as soon as he says the name Kier, that's when it's like, oh,
Okay.
that Kier? Sorry, forgot that. Yeah.
It's easy to forget.
Forgettable.
It's forgettable. The
You
fact
didn't
that
even
I
know
was
you needed
thirsty.
to remember that.
Yeah.
That is funny.
I just kind of look at her quizzingly until he says the name, and then I'll be
Oh,
like,
thanks. I was
Oh.
like, I gotta gingerly move
Yeah,
around
no,
people.
no. Okay.
Oh, no.
People are making way, realizing there's vibes here.
"There's vibes."
I'll move up.
I go to greet you.
Well, so here, and we'll do the
Here.
traditional
Elkin
Elkin greeting.
And release.
Drawing.
I will reciprocate. Yes.
What do they see when Kier does this? In terms
Oh
of
yes, it's just white. It's a white aura.
white aura?
It's a white aura.
A white aura.
It's not. It's just white. There's no cool hues.
It's
'Cause-
cloud white.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. It's a little cloudy. Oh,
A little cloudy
I'm
white.
gonna get a little angry. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, moving on.
I like
In a
it.
much deeper, more booming voice than I could probably ever do. Use your imagination.
Yeah.
Okay. I am here, Alize, a storm chaser from the Azure Cloud Mirror. Callan has allowed me to accompany him to this place in hopes of me interacting with you, Cecilius Craven.
What? Why do you need me?
Have a common enemy, Uraka.
Oh.
You know Uraka, yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Theft or thief mastermind of the Uvar rune
Mhm.
of my people. I'm here
That-
to.
Has never been said before. Cecilia.
Never heard that one.
Yeah.
What rune?
Uvar, the one your family stole from my people a century ago. Uvar, the storm rune.
Cecilius, you can give me an Arcana check.
Yeah, please.
Counted it.
Yeah. Ah, that's a rune. Okay.
I will say it
All right.
slowly for you. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't say that part.
That's good. All right, Arcana. All
Hey!
right.
Oh my
Wow,
god.
we're rolling hot
Great.
right off the bat.
Let's
Cool.
go, guys.
That simplifies. I don't have to cut corners on this one.
Yay.
Cecilius,
Yes.
Kira's saying some wild off the cuff shit that you've never heard. But it starts to make sense of things. On a
Yeah.
nat 20 Arcana,
Yeah.
you know that especially considering in the last 100 years, the giants of the Azure Cloud Mirror have become a little more integrated with Elkin society. There is a massive cloud port, like a sky port up there for airships. People can come and go. There's transfer programs. It's a whole thing. You probably did a course in the Veritas Vigil Academy on giant rune crafting. Not that you've ever done it yourself, but it was like maybe an elective or something.
Right.
Giants use runes that are both a form of language, but also are the thing they are the rune of. Like the storm rune embodies all of the power of storms, of lightning, of wind, of thunder, of rain. Also
if you write out wind, it's wind.
Yes, exactly. It is the thing. It's not just a word. It is like representative. It is a primordial power.
Gotcha.
You can replicate the runes to make the effects, but there is always an original rune. Like the storm rune, Uvar, is the rune of storm from the dawn of time that giants were able to capture and recreate the power of storms. It is the highest caste of giant is Storm Giant. And then at 20, I'll let you know, Storm Giants are prophets. They have the power of foresight and prophecy. This all starts to make a lot of sense to Cecilius.
I was like, so that's why I keep seeing flashes of light and hearing thunder and that checks out.
Oh, I mean, you can actually see thieves of the storm rune are cursed with storm clouded sight and are blind. You can see.
Is that what that's called?
Waves a giant hand.
Yeah. I don't have my blindfold on right now, so you would see the mark or whatever. I don't know if that means anything to you.
Here, that's a good point. Here, being someone who knows what Uvar looks like, the marking on Cecilius's face is about a quarter of the storm rune. It would be impossible to notice without the foreknowledge that is what it's from. It just looks like a pattern to anyone else, but you know it to be a part of Uvar etched into Cecilius's face, essentially, as part of this storm-clouded sight curse.
Oh, never mind. It is right there on your face. Parts of it. You're cursed. Confirmed.
You would know also that your people made it this way so that no one could ever hide that they had this curse or this power. It is literally on their face, so the giants would always be able to find them and hunt them down. The only difference is Cecilius doesn't have the whole rune. You know that Uraka has a majority of it.
I also hope that you don't think I'm upset with you or your ancestors for, what they did. Obviously, you didn't steal the rune.
Yeah, I was kind of born with it. I didn't really.
Right.
Always...
No, we're cool, as people say.
I nod kind of awkwardly the way she says like cool. We're cool. Yeah. Okay. So your objective is, I'm assuming, to kill Uraka? Or
Hunt and kill Uraka. Correct. That is why I am Storm Chaser. Get it?
Yeah. I do get it.
Okay. I don't know, it gets lost on some people. I don't know how, but...
So hearing all this, by the way, Callan does step up.
Oh yeah, he's listening. He's for sure listening.
He looks a little conflicted because he only knew that you had business with Cecilius, not the full nature, and you are his friend. Yeah. There is a look, not of anger, but of like, I hope I'm misunderstanding this, as he approaches and says, "Here, are you telling me the giants blinded Cecilius?"
No, the giants blinded Ulrich Craven. And generationally...
My ancestor.
Yeah, it is known throughout giant history who stole Uvar from our people.
Did you know
So
this
that
when
would-
we were in school together?
Well, I didn't realize your Cecilius was Cecilius Craven. You know,
Night intelligence tracks.
I mean, why would I think that
So is
the
that why my
ancestor? It is a common name. I know at least 3 other Ceciliuses.
It's hilarious. Well,
lore.
to be fair, Callan, I kind of kept this under wraps a lot of the time.
This is
I know, but okay, that does make sense. Speaking of, you see, by the way, on his left hand, on his wrist, he has your blindfold tied because you gave it back. You gave it to Avery, I believe, to show as a sign of that they were legit from
Goodwill.
Cecilius.
Yeah.
He has your blindfold tied around his wrist, and he
I need
holds it
another
up.
blindfold.
My blindfold.
We need
Would you,
another one.
I don't know if you need this.
I don't think it's really needed anymore. I don't think it has any special powers. I think my father was just trying to protect me.
Very well. And he doesn't seem to fight you on it as he kind of rubs the blindfold on his wrist a little bit. And so, as that revelation happens, Maya.
Yes, cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Dinner is ready. Ding, ding, ding,
Yeah,
ding.
honestly,
Fucking
Maya was
cowbell.
completely oblivious to all this happening. She has a -1 perception, so as
That's
she
fair.
turns around with food, like, oh, where, huh? Hermia?
As Hermia goes,
No, no.
Maya! As
Best friend.
she runs over.
Bound.
Boing, boing.
I'd say,
Yeah,
Motherfucker.
is Maya holding anything right now?
I love it.
Yeah, the nut
Soup
lasagna.
ladle.
Not lasagna. Hermia like goes like she's ready to jump to hug and then realizes like, oh shit,
Maya will gently put it down.
Serena grabs it. Don't ruin it. Touchy feelies. I see she comes over with food. And Hermia jumps up into your arms, Maya, and
I
gives you a
love
big
Hermia.
hug.
Oh, Maya hugs her
So
like
sweet.
very like tightly.
All the friendships. I love them.
I wasn't sure I'd see you all again so soon. Are you okay? I heard about what happened to Helios, but I'm glad you're all alright.
I feel. No, I'm not okay, Hermia. I'm not.
That makes sense, I suppose.
But it would be wrong of me to take the chance that Helios gave us and just wallow in sadness, I suppose.
Nothing wrong with being sad, but it's important what we do with it. I suppose.
Yes.
If you want to talk about it, I'd love to catch up. It's only been a week, but still.
I would. I really would. You know, I was making this in Helios's honor, but I suppose it's fortunate that you're here because I know you really like the lasagna too.
I will enjoy it in Helios' memory.
Yes, please. Give me double helping.
I will take 2 portions.
I will
Thank
take
you very much.
Helios' portion.
They're not here. Somebody's got to eat it.
As that's happening also, I think Lord Mendy would approach this
Jeez,
trio
wait.
up here
Mhm,
and would look to Cecilius.
mhm.
If I heard that correctly, your power stems from the giants.
Yeah. News to me.
I've never seen the power of runes in person before. Explains why I couldn't pinpoint it before this moment. Fascinating.
So, when we go after Baraka, what'll happen when we're successful? When we're successful.
Well, I don't know the details, but I have been given the authority to remove the curse once the Uvar has been fully restored and I can return it to my people.
Right. That's good. That's good.
It is very good.
Callan,
Oh,
hearing
God.
this,
Oh, God,
says,
I need to tell my father.
Callan, having heard this, says, "Where is this Uraka? Do we have any leads?"
We have some. I tell him that it's. I know the actual location because of the
No.
mind that
No, you guys
the
haven't
mind
learned. The Demonomicon hasn't actually given you the location of Uraka. You can make inferences. I believe the party learned
We know it's at least an
that
Outcast.
you know it's probably an Elcast, most likely. And you know that the cultists are water adjacent. That aboleth cults usually form. I believe this came up around like pirates and such, so there is kind of an area you guys have a feeling they may be at. You have a lead, at least.
Yeah. Yay, we're going back there, guys. This is great. All the maps. Let's go. Yeah.
Less work for me. I already have them all made.
The
Oh God.
consequences of our actions.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's not like there was a whole group of pirates dedicated to the Lady of the Sea that were left aimless and without purpose after her death. That maybe an aboleth swooped in and was like, "Hey, y'all want some of that treasure you liked so much? How about eternal life?" Yeah, I don't know.
Oh God, I forget. They're the pirates of not Bardas.
The Karanis. The Karanis Isles.
The Karanis Isles.
It's in the
That's
Bardis
what it is.
Dominion.
It is in the
but,
Bard. Yeah. I would say that. I would say that it's but there are potentials. Risen Wreck. It seems the cultist had an affinity for water. So
Pirates. Okay.
It's a starting place.
Start.
But I don't particularly think that that's the most pressing thing on our agenda right now. Sure, I want to be cured, but
what is a few more
the
months
rifts.
to however many years, a whole century without Uvar for my people? It is fine.
Very easygoing envoy.
Is that okay? Can Cecilius make an insight? Because he's not
please,
sure if you're actually like serious.
Sure.
Or if you're just being sarcastic.
Here, give me either deception if you're being sarcastic or persuasion if you're being earnest.
Sure.
I'm just gonna insight. I got
That's another natural 20.
Oh my
Three in a
god.
row.
That's wild.
I was. Yeah. No,
Mike,
let's check.
It was earnest. Yeah.
This is just like the Wednesday session.
Yeah, this is just like Dronos getting fucking 1,020s. I don't know. This is crazy.
It's fine. It's 3 in a
This
row.
is
Let's go.
absurd. Roll 20 is high this week for some reason.
Yeah, hot. Yeah.
Even though that's a 6, I'm being
Shit.
serious. Yeah.
Okay, you're being serious. All right, great.
Yeah.
Fully earnest.
Yeah, I do want to get to that, of course. But the rifts and the potential impending war on our peoples kind of takes precedent.
War. Callan looks very concerned.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's go have some lasagna and talk this.
Yeah. So, you guys.
We need some lasagna to chill this shit out.
Yeah.
I'll
Can't talk
throw
about
us.
impending war without lasagna.
Without lasagna.
I'll throw us inside the tower, into
Quote.
the common
Megan.
room of sorts. You guys can go wherever you'd like.
I don't fit in the
As I'll
furniture,
put-
so I will stand.
Yeah, there's not enough furniture for everyone. You see, Lormendi is. I'm moving you.
Oh, okay.
I'm moving you.
We're
I'm moving
obviously
everyone.
going to
I'm
be
moving.
within range of one of his mirrors.
Yeah. Oh,
There's
he-
like
the entire
5
place.
in this
There's
one.
mirrors everywhere.
Yeah.
He specifically has almost the entirety of his domain in mirrored reflection, so he can enjoy any of it.
Beautiful scenery.
Maya would bring in a plate for Mallory as well.
Yes. As you hand her a plate, her giant, spindly, incredibly long fingers go. Thank you, dear.
Man, does she even use utensils? She has
No,
utensils. Her
she
fingers are
truly
used.
grabs like the piece of like lasagna with her hand and
Oh
just.
my god, I love it. I love this so much.
I must say, I was expecting your reunion to be more joyous. Everyone here seems really down in the dumps.
Oh, Helios stayed behind to let us.
I know, yes, but they're not dead or anything. It's not a big deal, really. Their fate is not over, I know this. None of yours is. None of the threads have broken yet. So it's fine, there's always time to mend things, so just cheer the fuck up, really.
I really love her.
Okay.
You see, like they just like
This is really good. I ate so much terrible shit in Satrotha. Ugh,
Little shit.
Glad you enjoy it.
thank you.
So, thank you for all your help.
Well, this is a good start. I am very helpful.
I wonder if this demeanor of hers will ever change. Probably
No.
not, but
No, it shouldn't.
Probably
And I love
not.
it.
I thought it was just a side
I need
effect
her-
of her being in Satrotha and she'd
I
become
mean-
magical, beautiful.
she's been in Satrotha for centuries. It's
Yeah,
like she's
it's
been
gonna
back
take
for a
more than
week.
a couple
It
days.
could take some
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
One
Who knows?
wart is a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
Her complexion's really evened out.
But as you guys gather around for
I put the paper
yeah.
of the celestial language.
Oh, you grabbed a pamphlet? You grabbed
I
the
did. Remember,
Mm.
I
The
held it
propaganda,
up.
that's right,
Yeah, the
that's right.
propaganda
Oh my
pamphlet.
gosh.
Yes, yeah.
Here, I'm gonna shift the music again because things are moving to a different vibe.
Uh-huh.
As we're eating lasagna,
So you
it
guys are
threw
eating
bites.
vegetarian lasagna.
Yes.
Who
Even
made
Serena
this
can't
wonderful
can't
thing?
deny.
Who made
Uh,
this?
That was me.
No.
Thank you.
Oh, let's
Amazing.
actually. We need to see if it's magic. You
magical.
Right, the
have the skillet.
Yeah.
Not that it matters, but it's fun.
No, yeah.
Creatures. So you can only do it up to a number of creatures of proficiency. So you have to choose 3 or 4 people.
It's 3 right now.
Three right now. You have to choose
3.
3 of the servings are better than everything else.
Hermia's for sure.
Great.
Honestly.
Because he seems important, the Callan or Celius's friend Callan.
Callan. Okay.
There you go. There you go.
And I'll say.
Oh,
Avery,
Callan, my
'cause
Callan.
she's just adorable.
Avery. Oh, okay. So 3 NPCs. All right. Make a wisdom cooking tools check.
Sure.
Come on, another nat 20. Let's go.
I gotta change. I gotta change the. Skill.
Well, I think when you select it, it gives you a choice of skill. But yeah, 16. That's the DC. So roll a d8.
D8, D8, D8.
D8, sure.
5. Blessing of Vitality. Gain temporary hit points.
You like that?
You watch as Hermia eats it. She enjoys it. I don't even know if she notices the divine part. She's just like, oh, this is already so good.
Already divine to her.
Callan and Avery sitting next to each other. Avery like holds him out to her like, this is insane. This is better than anything I've ever eaten in all of Elcast. And Callan, who's usually kind of like reserved when he eats, doesn't like.
Yeah.
He's a little more militaristic of that. He takes a bite, looks up, looks to Maya. Are you professionally trained?
Well, I did get some training from Guy Mansley.
Jesus.
That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Good lord, Guy Mansley. I forgot he exists. I made
Yep.
I birthed that.
Yeah, you did.
That does not seem to mean
That
anything to
doesn't
Alan.
register. No.
He just looks back at the food, looks to my eyes like,
The guy.
I understand nothing about food apparently. He's just truly enjoying it. But anyways, yes, as you guys
Funny.
eat the delicious lasagna.
Lasagna. Yes. Well,
Which
you
poster
put out-
was it?
Yeah, which one did you
Yeah.
pull out? of the three?
it was. I think it was the. Hold on. Where were those at?
In art.
Miscellaneous?
You're an art.
Last three in art.
Amazing in art. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was the first one that I saw. So
My
it's-
personal
it's the-
favorite is the
yeah,
first
it's the
one.
don't let them burn
Yeah.
ours kind of deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. yeah.
Ormendi would step forward. I don't think Callan can speak Celestial. I'd be surprised.
Propaganda is strong with this one.
Yeah, Lord Mendy looks it over. Well, that is very aggressive of them. How concerning.
Yeah, apparently the Elkins of old took something from them, which it was actually Kite. And I told them that we don't worship Kite anymore, but they don't seem to care about that.
Yeah, they're not really open to negotiation, I don't think.
I did not realize your
Or
worlds had
diplomacy.
any interaction before the firmament.
Well, all I know is Kite took a lot of things from a lot of different worlds.
And this is one of them.
Yes.
That is very unfortunate.
So, Mike, it's
Yeah.
we took the what was it? Not the divinity drive.
Yeah, the Divinity
the
Drive.
Divinity
Divinity
It was that.
Okay.
It was that.
what we talked
Exactly.
about.
Okay.
Strategos
I wanted to make
Sarai,
sure.
Sarai mentioned two things to Helios. The
Right.
Divinity Drive and the Cradle of
Divinity.
Divinity.
Yeah.
Anyone here who would like, now that this has been kind of out, now that you all are Elkin, you may all give a history check if you would like.
Oh,
Uh,
Damn,
please.
somebody else get the
Sure.
nat 20, please.
no, I didn't get shit. I didn't
I
learn
think
about the,
Maya
that
would
that
flare
in
'cause he's really interested.
Sure. Yeah, flaring is an option. 22. Maya. Perhaps
I think it
this
makes
actually, I think this makes sense as a cleric.
Yeah, makes a lot of
Because
sense.
you worship Silben, one of the gods that was risen to divinity by those two devices. The end of the last campaign, with the defeat of the Black Aurora at the moment when Kite was banished into the void, was done so through the combined efforts of the Divinity Drive, a 5-foot diameter blue glass sphere that contained 5 motes of divine light, and the Cradle of Divinity, a massive device within the Invilium that could channel the powers of the divine and redirect them into new targets. Essentially, you take sparks, you put them into new hosts. The Cradle made gods. It was like a god creation engine. And the Divinity Drive was a housing unit for divinity. And it also had the other power of punching through the barrier between planes. That's how Isorin could talk with sendings unlimitedly across dimensions. And it also was what Kite used to steal so much across all of the realities.
be stealing people.
Apparently, Strategos Sarai is claiming both of those things were designed and invented by Zalia and stolen
okay.
by Kite.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and you know what? I just remembered. I think Dresden saw it, so it makes sense to even more so for Maya to know.
Yes, Dresden would be
Mhm.
aware of that that device as well. Yeah.
So
I'm
yeah.
assuming you explain all this. To
Oh yeah,
us
no,
in-
she explains
concise.
exactly what they are.
Okay. Okay.
So Hormendi hearing that goes, oh, I think that's a little more understandable then if you're, not you obviously, but your former goddess stole the device made to create gods from the Zalian people. I'd be a little miffed too if I'm not being honest.
Well, yes, but
Yeah.
they didn't even do us like an option to just return it peacefully once I revealed look, we didn't we don't worship kites.
I just
It
gestured
was
to the
either die or join them.
piece.
I think to that,
Mhm.
Mallory would speak up and say,
Do you have the authority to return such an item? I don't think he was probably thinking you do. I think he saw you as grunts and soldiers, most likely. Maybe he needs to reach out to upper management to resolve this.
Yeah, well, he kind of put a hole in that plan, considering we now know they've declared war against us.
Oh, by the way, and I guess I'm searching for the treaty.
yes, the treaty,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
probably been in the
I should
bag of
probably
holding.
tell. Yeah, I should probably tell everyone about this too.
Yes.
Satrotha's kind of working with them. They have a treaty, and it's bad for the Feywilds. I
Mallory.
kind of just like
Yeah.
have the treaty. I
think
probably
Mallory
told him,
Mallory would like
Mm.
crane over her massive lanky body cranes over Avery and Maya, looking at it over the table.
Oh, that is some bad shit there. Vanoran has set his sights on the working with these Zalians. It's very unusual for him to work with other people. That is not normal for him. He must see them as a threat. Which means they are a big problem for us.
yes.
Do you think that he'll backstab them once he gets what he wants?
Probably. I don't know.
I mean,
The
if
one
he's-
thing about Vanoran is that he does actually have a pretty strong sense of justice. Fucked up, warped justice. But it is justice in some way. He has a moral code. He might not betray them. Or maybe he'll find that and somehow is just... I don't know. He'll probably judge their sins once he's done with ours. More likely that they'll end up at war once we're all dead.
How astute.
Thank you. Now, I like this place much more than Satrotha, so I would like to do everything I can to help you keep it intact. I don't have too many more homes left to run to, so... And I don't think your world is for me. It just does not seem so welcoming of my kind.
See, Avery's like, you know, I don't know. You seem. I think there's a place for you. She like cranes down to Avery.
It is very kind of you, little child, but you are very wrong.
Oh my god.
Callan like leans over towards Cecilius. I still don't understand what's going on with that one. to Mallory.
Just how she is.
Anyways, if we're to stop what it is they're trying to do, I guess that means we really need to focus on the rifts, then, don't we?
At least for the time being. Yes.
Lormendi sighs. Well,
It's a short-term solution.
I'm starting to try and
Big
work
problem.
on making another Argent Needle using the design Krier finalized, but it's going to take me an extremely long time to remake it. In my making the first one, which was defective, took so long. Were you able to get the one back from?
No, they kept it.
It's
We
still being worked on. We don't know when it's gonna be ready.
Yeah, we were able to tell Clear that it was taken.
Hopefully he'll double time it and finish it soon. Worst case scenario, I will try to have another one made as soon as possible. Maybe with some assistance, I could. Looking over to Mallory, she's like,
Don't look at me. I do not make needles. I use them. I make thread.
right. Anyways, once we have another needle, I do believe with Moirai's thread and
I could
your
possibly help with that.
It's not that I doubt your abilities, Miss Astra. It's a different style of artifice. If you would like to, I would not say no to assistance, but Ormendi is trying to say very gently, it's not something a non-Fae can do, or a
It ain't
god.
it ain't in your purview.
But he's not denying. Is like, I'll take help, but I don't think it's gonna help.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh my god. Wait, Astra, serious, did we ever tell the heroes that we were leaving?
Yeah, I think you guys did. I think you guys told Ayuna.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure we did.
Yeah, we did tell. Well,
I could-
I know we told her that they were leaving, but I don't know about us.
I'm gonna
that I'm not
look
sure about.
in the bag and see if the sending stone to Ayuna is in the bag.
I would imagine it was, yeah.
Yeah.
I do have to ask, is it indistinguishable from the question mark one we have?
Yeah,
in
it's
the
just
box.
yeah.
The question mark one is
just
in the
don't-
box.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just don't
so
mix them
you
up.
kept it in the box. Good.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
You kept it in the box that it came in.
It's written
Okay.
like that in the thing.
Cool.
Yeah, that's
I will pull out the one for Ayuna. Now's as good a time as any. Hey, we got out back with Larmendi. Hope this message reaches you.
You don't have to count. It's just an
Yes.
Oh, you're
it's a
right.
sending
You're right.
stone,
Duh.
Yeah, that's right.
You're right.
But you say your message.
Hope you ain't busy.
Yeah, I think there's like a 5% chance it doesn't work.
Correct.
Your message goes out and you receive no response.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, that makes sense. Between world stuff and whatnot, they probably
Well, there's no response. Satrotha is weird.
Okay.
Tell me. Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Speaking of which, by the way, little Astra elf, like a hand, like a spindly arm reaches over to Astra. Now that we're reunited, we have business to discuss at some point, you and I.
oh.
I
Yeah.
have stones.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh,
We
yeah.
do. We can discuss that later.
Yes, we can. Anyways, get back to whatever the rest of you were talking about. I'm going to have more of this lasagna.
Yeah, truly.
She's
The
great.
teeth don't work so well anymore, so it just goes past the gums.
Well, they were disturbing. They were
She's quite.
informed.
Yeah.
Before we left, before we stepped through by Helios
Okay.
at the time.
Okay.
We need to take time. Cecilius. If you can get the broken mirror out.
Yeah, I would have put it on the table.
Before we leave, Lormendi, if you can, and Astra will.
Oh wow. Oh, okay. Wow.
2 plates.
Yeah, don't ask. They just stole things.
Oh, well, I wasn't going to ask, but that explains. Lormendi does the thing, passes a hand over in the mirror dimension, and like as slowly you see the silverware vanish from your existence and into the mirrored
That's
existence.
I
dope.
will delete it from my bag.
And then in the mirror, you see Lormendi picking up the pieces of the mirror. Hey, there's the title. Pieces of the mirror. I didn't even mean that. And inspects. This shouldn't take me more than a single day. By tomorrow's shine, I shall have this restored.
Okay.
Alright, I guess that means we're staying the night at the very least.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't. See, he looks around. I don't have accommodations for all of you. Did you bring your cottage?
Yes,
we
we
did.
have the cottage.
Good.
Thanks to Helios.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hear a
You can see.
distant,
You can
"You're
see Steel.
welcome."
You're welcome. I did this shit for you.
A lot of things are thanks to Helios.
yeah.
Yes.
I look very solemn as I say his name.
But,
Their name. Sorry. Apologies.
Yeah.
There's
have
much to catch up on, and you all deserve some rest after what you've been through. My domain is yours. I know, Sir Callan, you are meant to report back to your people, but now that you have the sender relay up, perhaps that can be done long distance. Callan goes, oh, yes, I should probably should do that. And thank you for your hospitality, of course, Sir Lomendi. I will be but a moment as Callan gets up and goes to leave to go and report to his superiors.
No. No.
Mishari
No, I get
looks to Avery and says, once we are done, we should probably head back. Avery's like, must we? I mean, traveling during the shade doesn't seem smart, and they've offered us accommodations. Maybe we stay the night as well, and we can all head back together with Sir Callan. See, Mishari looks to Cecilius. I'm not so sure Sir Callan is coming back just yet. What? Why wouldn't he?
Yeah.
I'm going to go and make my report as well. It's just like, Avery's like, am I missing something? Why wouldn't... What? As Mishari steps
I feel
outside
as
as
though
well.
you should have the storm-clouded sight and not.
Avery just looks
That's
very
right.
confused.
He was like, Nani.
Hermia, I know you said you had businesses and
I'm not leaving. I regretted it the moment I did it before. And I don't know if anything would have changed if I was there, but I'm staying for now.
Okay. Thank you. It means a lot.
No, of course.
And,
I missed
hey,
you.
I
Missed you all, honestly.
More
It's only been a few days, but the moment I teleported through with the others, I felt deep regret for my actions.
It's okay.
have-
You've got them all
Sure.
here, and that's what matters.
Right. And I'm hoping, if I stick with all of you, maybe one day I can see Helios again. Say I'm sorry to them as well.
Yeah.
We'd be welcome to have you.
Thank you.
I'm sure we will.
Lormendi would look to Cecilius.
Mhm.
Obviously, take time, process, heal, recover. But I agree that as soon as the needle is prepared, focus should be on the fractures, the rifts. To be honest, I don't know if the needle will work on fully formed rifts yet.
Yeah.
It
that's-
barely closed a pre-opened rift, a fracture, the last time you tried it, and even that seems to be waning. I'm hoping Priya will have more insights on this.
Oh. Did we go over with Lormendi about career the long laundry list of things we asked career?
I think so. I mean, you guys had
Yeah.
several days, and you had access to fully talk to him at any time in the cabin. So
Yeah,
I would
assume
imagine.
I kept him pretty updated
Yeah.
on that stuff.
And before we didn't have Mallory string, so maybe it'll be easier.
You see, Mallory goes, I'm still not entirely sure how to use this string. I've been using the endless skein, and the string I'm making is very strange. I'm hoping that this Krier can maybe tell me what the fuck I'm supposed to do with it, because I don't really get it. It's kind of like... It's like knot string. Do you understand what I mean?
Uh, no, not really.
We're both kind of confused.
I can't
Yeah.
really explain it any
Knot
better. I don't
string.
know how to say it better. It's not string.
It's
Astro, you're trying something?
I want to make an Arcana
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
Yeah.
Sure.
Can
The
I
DC
do
is
that too?
500.
Can I do that
Okay.
too?
How's
I'm still
16
gonna, I'm
for
still
you?
gonna try.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
don't
try.
know what you mean by knot string.
She is a kooky, crazy hag. You see Mallory. She says, this, "Let me try to explain." She opens she reaches into her dress, like her gown, and pulls out a spool of glass-like thread that looks completely transparent and reflective.
This is
The
what I have been
skein.
spinning from the skein. I don't know what the fuck it does. It's not really string. It's... You see, she hands it over to, I guess,
Oh,
Astra, who's
yeah.
right here. Like, with her really
I-
long
I'm-
arms.
I'm
a
gonna be
15
looking
foot
over.
reach.
Yeah, I'm gonna be looking over.
Astra, as
watching.
you hold it, it's like a little spool of thread. And as you go to touch the thread, your finger passes right through and goes to the center of the spool. Like it's like ghostly thread almost.
Okay. I
Now you can give me an
cast
Arcana check.
Identify.
Oh, that can work as well.
Nani?
That will do it.
Nani?
I will
What is it?
add to everyone's handouts, all players,
Ooh.
the linking thread.
Yay.
We'll put it in
Ooh.
party items.
Shiny.
On its own, the Argent Needle can only temporarily mend a fracture, for it is not the needle which binds the broken back together, but the thread. Linking thread is a metaphorical string of thoughts, emotions, and memories that are linked to the plane and realm they are gathered from. Connections made with the people of the realm, good memories of unity and companionship, shared and powerful emotions joined together, all are woven into this fine silver filament. When combined with the Argent Needle, true bonds can be formed to seal the fractures permanently. For some fractures, multiple threads may be needed. Effectively, what this is, you are binding the fractures with the experiences and memories of strong moments in the campaign in each realm. As you hold this thread and you identify it, a few threads solidify in the spool, Astra, and as you touch them, you get flashes of images. Meeting Grayson and his troop and traveling, saving Yulia from the Capine, coming together to close the first fracture, helping the people of Brackelm, saving young Maeve from the Rousts, overcoming the trials of a Judas with no deaths, and parting with Helios in the Astral Sea. These are the linking threads of this campaign that you guys have found so far. And it is using these threads from Mallory and the Argent Needle that will allow you to seal the fractures shut.
Yeah, damn, that's cool. I love it.
See how Mallory goes, see? I don't know what the fuck they do. It's just weird knot thread.
Well, the explanation from
Explain.
Identify.
He goes, oh, well, fuck me. I did not know that.
Sounds
That's pretty
whimsical.
great. I'm pretty great.
It appears we'll need the Argent Needle. I think
Yes.
once we have either from Mendy or Krier, I think we should go back to the one we stitched originally.
The one in...
Yeah.
It's nearby.
Oh,
in Dayanaya.
absolutely. That's the plane of fire. We don't want to let that one open here.
That's the one that, if it opened, would affect
Bad.
here.
Bad.
Yes.
Very
It
bad.
affect everyone.
Big fire. Big bad.
Okay, well,
A lot of
Um,
water and sand.
Guess we have a plan then.
yeah.
Yeah.
In the meantime,
Very short term.
Mal, do you want to go somewhere and talk?
Oh yes, thank you. She will reach with both of her arms and scoop you up,
Oh,
Astra,
no.
and carry you out of the room. We're going to make a deal. We're going to make a deal. And she like kidnaps Astra
I'm thinking
to
should
another
we-
room,
Sir,
Instant
no,
regret.
no, never mind. Never mind. I'm not content with that.
and
Nope.
she
That
will,
is
she will
normal.
put
That's
you
normal.
down
That
in
is
the
for
garden
normal
room.
content.
Maya would look to Kier.
Here.
Kier.
Here,
Kinda. Mallory's a little odd.
Okay.
Mm.
If you are not concerned for your friend being taken, kidnapped, possibly by a hag, I will not worry.
Honestly, not from Mallory particularly.
Other hags on the table?
On the table. For sure.
Wonderful.
I'll put this in here in case.
So tell me more about this Uvar.
I will tell you the stories of my childhood.
The stories of
Oh,
my
God.
peoples.
Let me tell you a story.
Look, I need to know what's going on here.
So, Mallory,
Yeah.
with Astra off to the side. I guess Mashari's over here.
Yeah.
Her name's Malrai.
Moirai is her
Moy.
real name.
Moy.
Moirai. It's Moirai. That's why
It's
she's
Moy.
so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
As she sets you down,
Sorry about that. Got a little excited. I haven't made a deal with anyone in so very long. So, tell me, what do you need these hack stones for exactly? May I know? I'm very curious. It's a very weird thing to ask for, of all things.
Well, they're not for me. I made another deal.
Oh,
Deal,
you
deal.
naughty! That is very strange.
With the Green Fairy.
her mood immediately sours.
You
Oh,
what?
here we go.
To
Fucking idiot, you made a deal with that thing.
In the other room,
yes.
Maya coughs.
That was a very bad idea, Astra. A very bad idea.
What do you know about her?
Nothing I can say, unfortunately.
Because
Magic binds us.
because
Here
of
we
a
go.
deal.
Something like that. But let me tell you this. There is no hag in any of the realms who would make a deal with Absinthe, the Green Fairy.
Mhm.
And I would not recommend most other people do it either. She seems so nice and so kind and so generous until she comes to collect. What was your deal with her? Tell me the details, every part.
Well, we made I would gather hag stones, and she would cure my mother of her illness.
What illness does your mother have?
I don't know.
Describe it to me.
We think it's an illness based on aura in some way. It wasn't until the portals to other worlds opened up that she fell sick. We've
Your
gotten...
mother is... You are full-blooded Astrolove. She is also like you?
Yes.
She is part of the Revaya.
Yes.
Your mother is not sick, and you have been tricked.
Oh, shit. Oh, this is good.
Wording is very important in these deals, Astra.
Oh,
The
juicy.
fairy said she would cure your mother's disease. She lies. There is no disease to cure. Your mother is cursed. It is a lingering curse from the Feywilds upon the Revaya bloodline. Your mother is, I imagine, the oldest surviving member of your family.
Yeah.
Once it has killed her, it will move to the next oldest.
Oh shit.
Perhaps you. Perhaps a
Uh,
sibling.
Hold on, I need to open my doc. Who's older? Fuck, who's older? I don't have my document open.
Oh no.
This isn't good.
What?
Oh shit.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm 125. How old's my brother?
It's important to know.
Yeah.
I love this so much.
It's a good thing you
There's
guys made
curse
friends
all
with
around.
It's a good thing you guys made friends with Mallory. She knows shit.
Yeah.
She's old.
Yeah. Yeah. You get a curse, and you get a curse.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Brother, let me find Comet. Oh god.
Comment. That's a
Uh,
name.
Ah. Yeah, okay, I thought so.
Okay.
Uh, me.
I had the feeling. But I think the Green Fairy knows this. She would probably give you something for the stones, yes, but it would do nothing. It would probably be a panacea, I would imagine. Something to cure disease. It would probably cure any infections or cold or anything your mother has. Maybe improve her mood at the best. Then you would go back to her and say, it did not work, my mother is still sick. And she would laugh at you and say, your mother was never sick. You just misunderstood. And then she would make another deal. And then she would somehow twist that one. And then she would make another. And that's how she gets you until eventually you give her everything.
Okay. So... Deals. What happens if
Fuck.
there was no penalty stated for not giving her...
Oh, I would not rely on that. The Feywilds are not very forgiving with deal breakers.
I see.
It can be... Typically, if there is nothing said out loud, what happens is, if you break the deal, you become owned by the other party.
Oh. Okay.
To make up the debt. I would suggest you still find these hagstones for her, but be mindful not to make another deal after.
Right.
She will try to entice you. She will do everything she can because all she wants is everything you have.
Okay.
She will offer shiny trinkets and hidden knowledge. But she cannot be trusted, Astra. And whatever you do not give her your word you will do something vague and unclear in the future. That would be very, very bad.
Maya sneezing and coughing at this
Astra's
point.
eyes just kind of look over, kind of through the door, knowing that one day Maya's gonna be fucked.
Maya's so fucked.
Somehow Maya sneezes even though she's incapable of doing so.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Somebody's
So
talking
your
about
security protocol says intrusion detected. Activate firewall.
What?
Right. Well, I didn't do that.
Good. That is very good.
What do you know of the Revian curse?
Not everything, but in the final days of Theros, the Revaya were standing on the front lines against the Fae, who had decided Theros was the necessary sacrifice to maintain stability in the firmament. I believe you already know most of this. It is part of
Yeah.
Venurin's crusade against the Feywilds.
Yeah.
But the Revian were strong. There were many of these fancy swords. She takes the Moonblade. Many
Okay.
of these. Your people were formidable, and they had the power of a goddess on their side. Some say the origin of the curse is unseelie in nature. Some say it is something beyond the Fae themselves. Some say the Green Fairy did it, though I cannot say that for sure.
Hmm.
But they managed to find a way to block the light of Selene from your people.
Yeah.
And in doing so, apparently the light of Selene is like very important for your kind. Not just like from a religious standpoint, but like it literally fuels your life force. And without it, you begin to wither and die, your body breaking itself down from the inside. And so
Whoa.
the Fae, some power of it, found a way to make that happen. They give you magic cancer, basically. It's quite bad.
When I was in the Astral Sea, I felt her presence. It was distant, but she's not gone.
Could be she was banished there, perhaps. Or her divine realm still exists? I do not know. I'm not very versed on gods. Never got along with them. We have bad history.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just want to hear all her juicy fucking backstory.
She's lived a
Got some?
long time.
Yeah.
I
One of
don't-
her exes is a god.
I don't suppose, you'd be feeling generous to help me get out of the deal with the Green Fairy.
Oh, silly little girl.
Or-
I have been very generous already telling you all of this because I like you. I like all of you very much. You've been very entertaining for me. But no, I still like to get something, to give something.
Okay. Well,
See,
I
she
need...
reaches into under her dress and pulls out a string of her own hair that she's using as a necklace, and
Mhm.
on it sits 2 hagstones.
Okay. I need 3, but that's a good start.
I cannot give you 3. I apologize. Making these takes time. They
That's-
are
yeah.
a sign of, how do I put it? Quality amongst our kind, my sisters and I. Making one of these marks you as a cut above the rest, so to speak.
Ah. So...
Now, the thing is here, I do not have a specific ask for you. Nor will I do one of those vague things. I'm not going to do that bullshit like the Green Fairy does. But, it is difficult. There are things that I want. I'm not so sure you can give them to me. The problem.
humor me.
You plan to travel around the Feywild a bit, I imagine. You're going to see the sights, meet the people, you know, schmooze a little bit.
Yeah.
There is someone I am looking for.
Okay.
Her name is Apocry. Apocry, I'll spell.
Yeah, let me pull up my notes so I can type
Put it
this.
in-
All these good
And-
details. Let's go. More side quests.
In
Yay.
NPCs, the name Apocry.
Upgrade, let's see.
She was a friend of mine a long time ago. Kind of a bitch, really, but she made some lovely music. And she had some wonderful galleries. I've missed her. Anyways, point is, she owes me something. I'm coming to collect, but I cannot find her. She is an archfey, which makes that she should be easy to find. She should be in her domain, but she has been missing for some time. She was unseelie, by the way. So be mindful of that.
Yeah.
If you find information on where I could locate her, and I'll keep this simple, I'm not asking you to bring her to me herself or anything. If you find where she is, and you tell me everything you learned relating to Apocry, and it is significant enough to lead towards discovery of her, not rumor, not hearsay, I need something concrete. Hell, I'll settle for if you bring me something of hers that she owned, a belonging of hers that I can then use to scry and find her. I will accept that and you will have your hexstones.
Okay. Is there anything else? Or is that the only thing you want?
That's all. It's not something simple, I tell you this. I have been having such a hard time finding her. Even if I've only been back a few days, I have my ways. And she is very much fucking gone. And I don't know where, so I'm very curious. If you find her, or something that belongs to her, and give it to me, I will give you hexstones. And as a bonus, I will continue to give you helpful advice, like to not trust the fucking green fairy. Because I'm just a good person like that.
Yeah. You said she's musical.
Yes. She liked art. And, how do I put this? To not offend your mortal sensibilities and sensitivities. He liked progressive art. The screams of children were one of her favorites.
Oh
The sound of lost love was probably her most well-known one.
my. Okay.
She found joy in things that others find disturbing a little bit.
Sounds like a hag. No offense.
I am taking very much offense. She is not a hag, she is an archfey. And I do not think that that is very fair of you. Wow, I did not know you were so racist. My goodness. I kid, it's fine, you're right. It is very much like my sisters do, like that sort of thing.
Okay.
Jeez.
Okay. If I
Session.
find any
Giant spindly fingers. We
Yes.
have deal.
if I find any information or
Concrete
objective
information, not just
concrete
rumor. I need
information.
I need you to have found her location.
Um,
Okay?
I do have to ask in case
Yes.
she would attack us for some reason.
That's very likely, honestly. She's very fucked up.
What if she dies?
Mm.
That
Or-
would be frustrating.
Or already dead, but that seems unlikely.
Mm. If in the event that she is already dead, no harm, no foul, nothing you can do. Just bring me either something of hers, or let me know where her remains are, or tell me who killed her, and I'll go and talk to them. Then the debt is theirs. If you kill her, or frustrating. Hold a moment. I have something for this, I think. She reaches in, spindly arms. She pulls out like two
Shit, she
like
got in there.
long black needles and like some black thread, and quickly, like very rapidly, begins to knit something. And knits a tiny pouch, and she opens it up and goes and spits into it. Shakes it a little bit, and then turns it inside out and hands it to you. Here you go.
Oh.
If you find Pakri and you kill her, this will contain her soul long enough for me to ask a few questions. Just a few questions.
Okay.
It won't work for anyone specifically. I've put intention into it for that bitch. So don't worry, it won't catch the first soul you kill or something. Just her.
Just
Okay.
special.
What should I call
special
this
pouch
item,
for a
DM?
Pakri. Special pouch
A
of
Pakri
Pakri.
soul pouch or something, or soul
Yeah.
bag. Yeah.
Good God.
Evil hag shit.
Evil hag
Okay,
shit. Can't put anybody
cool.
else's soul into it. It's only hers.
It is a good question you ask. I appreciate that.
Is it
Very.
recommended against putting this in a bag of holding?
Oh, it is not extra dimensional. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Okay.
But who knows?
I'm not going to.
Okay.
Okay.
Great. I
Um,
love this so much.
great. A deal to take care of another deal.
I know. That is usually how it goes, unfortunately. But hey, now you have experience. You have that under your belt, so you know to never fucking do that again.
Yeah, right. By the way, you should talk to Maya.
Oh, why?
Tell her she's an idiot.
She made a deal with the Green Fairy.
Oh, what did I just fucking say? I mean, I guess it already happened, I suppose. Oh, alright, could you send her over? I'll give her the talking to as well. You know what her deal was for, at least? You know what? I'll get it from her. I'll get it from her. I'm sure we can find a way around it.
Ah.
Well, she, have her make an insight check.
Yeah.
I'm looking for like a 15.
Natural 18.
Mm.
She can kind of read on her face that Astra's just like trying to find a way to give really bad
You see
news.
her left hand comes and like under your chin and turns like, what did the metal one do?
I think she did the worst thing.
Oh, it is very bad. Let me ask a question to you right now. How attached to the metal one are you?
Oh,
If
no.
she were to perhaps not be here anymore, would that be problem?
I don't want them to die. But
Okay, fine. If I were to trap them in interdimensional space for all of time where she's neither dead nor alive, how about that?
please don't.
Okay, I'm just trying to offer constructive options here.
This is some really
People
bad
are-
shit.
People are so unreasonable, I swear. I offered to put one of your friends into permanent naughty timeout, and I'm the bad person. All right, fine. We'll find a way to help your friend, I suppose, but she's
doesn't
very
need to eat.
stupid.
She's a bit naive,
God.
but I think she's
Hey.
coming around on that a bit too late.
It's okay. Naivety is fine in small doses. It's good, honestly. It's refreshing. It's nice to see somebody who hasn't been crushed by the weight of the world.
Yeah, I vibe with her so much. I love
Yeah.
this.
I will see what I can do for your friend. But
Okay.
before we conclude, I need you to shake on your deal.
Yep.
Shake on it.
Her hand wraps around yours like twice, like her fingers like
Wow.
and then shakes slightly. And untwines.
I love this.
Very good. Bring me news or information or item on the puckery, and these are yours.
Okay.
Okay, well. Good conversation. She skitters out of the room like a fucking spider down the hall.
I
That's
need
not odd at all. It's fine.
I need some mental cleansing.
It's freaking awesome.
Astra's gonna find somewhere outside to set up the hut.
Okay.
Oh.
Wherever
Set the
that
hut.
might be, I think somewhere over here.
Somewhere.
This is like the literal, like, exact size of the, down here. This is the size of the
Oh, I
cottage.
see. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Eh.
This is like, we could technically rotate it so it's not, like, completely filling the space, I suppose. Like, we could do this.
Mm.
Yeah.
So while they're doing that thing, I'm pretty much getting to know Kier.
Here.
Here.
Here. Yeah.
Here. I am
Kier.
getting to know Kier. Kind of updating her. Updating her on what has been happening in our group. It's a very long-winded story, but she needs to know these things for context.
Perfect. She
So
told
I'll be-
you a childhood story, like a myth that she was told as a child, right as Astra left, and it was wrapped up very quickly. She's not the greatest storyteller, but it was very loud. Your ears will be hurt. Also, she's like hunched, like very sitting
Yeah.
uncomfortably, hunched in a small
She need-
space.
She needs a bigger chair.
Welcome
need a
back,
bigger-
Mallory. Why are you
How tall
looking
is
at me
she?
like that?
Mallory literally, you guys see Mallory reach in the room, wraps her arms around Maya and goes, "We need to talk," and picks Maya up and goes, "Oh, you're heavy," and begins to carry you out just like she did Astra, as she like spiders you away.
Wait, what did I do? What did I do?
We're going to have conversation now. Bye bye.
As like Hermia goes, "Are we sure she's safe with?"
I look up and just keep talking to Green.
Genuinely.
I trust Mal.
Oh, you were right. This is a very normal occurrence, I see.
Val
Two
Val
for
turns
two.
to Hermia and is like, trust me, she's just, this is what Mallory looks like when she's happy. It's very rare. She's been
honestly, I
in a
might
better
be
mood
next.
lately. You might be.
Training.
So as you guys get to know each other, she pulls Maya to the garden room now as Astra has vacated
You
outside.
Idiot is what she says initially.
She plops you down. She goes,
Whew, you are heavier than you look, metal one. I suppose that makes sense being made of metal. So anyway, sorry for your abduction, but Astra tells me some very troubling shit. So we had a conversation about Astra's deal. You know, she wants the Hake Stones and she made a deal with the Green Fairy.
Oh yeah, the green fairy's
Anything
gonna
with
hear
it?
her mom.
Yes, it's all bullshit.
Huh?
And I hear that you also made a deal with Green Fairy. What was details of your deal?
Well, essentially, my friend Bigsworth made a deal with her to try
It's
to
a
get
very
me
silly
out.
name. I like it very much.
It's a halfling. It's a little halfling name, and I don't understand why people say that.
Halflings have silly names. Continue.
Anyways, he made a deal with her to get me out of Citrotha.
I see. Good deal. Why didn't you take that? That
Because
would
I
have been
couldn't
much
leave-
better.
Because I didn't want to leave my friends.
Okay, fine. All right, I understand. You all like your friends very much. Okay, continue.
So the green fairy was very adamant that she wasn't just going to leave without helping, air quotes.
I bet she fucking was.
So I asked for something to help me in combat because I'm not very good at that.
I see.
And
I
so
see.
pull out the skillet
Pragmatic.
and show her.
Ooh. Well, I'll say on the terms of toys that she likes to jingle like keys in front of people's faces, that's pretty good. You got pretty good deal out of that. What did you give?
She asked me to help her in the future, and I said yes on the conditions that it doesn't violate Alkin law and hurting people and
you
justly
see, she
killing.
immediately looks up as if she's like looking for something. She skitters like a spider along the walls and ceiling, and starts like looking in every corner.
My God. This place seems pretty well contained. Lord Mendy knows what he's doing in creating these domains.
Skitters back down, hunched over you.
This room seems secure enough. I don't think she can get in here without Firmendy's permission. Thank goodness for Archfey bullshit. Okay, Maya, let me tell you something, little girl. You are fucked.
Huh?
Yes. I do not know how to tell you this, but that was very bad idea. That
Why?
was
She
very
seems so
bad.
nice.
Oh, she does. Yes, she does. I seem very nice. I'm pretty fucked up too. I helped seal people's souls into tombs for hell of it. We do some pretty fucked things. I'd say on the scope of things, I'm probably more on the moral side than most of my sisters. Because I just find you all so entertaining. But anyways, the Green Fairy, she is like the absolute most fucked of us.
Uh-oh.
She is sadistic, cruel, clever too, very clever. She is... I cannot say specifically, unfortunately. Very specific rules on what I'm allowed to tell you with her, and I don't want to break those rules. But
Okay.
let's just say she's not like the rest of us.
Oh.
You have agreed to do whatever she wants within your own little rules you've set. I'm sure she doesn't give a shit. She'll find a way to make it around that. And I will tell you when she comes to collect, you will not have choice. Your body will
Uh-oh.
move against your will. Your actions taken without your consent. And she will relish in any pain it causes you and those around you. You are doomed. But thankfully you have Mallory here! I can help! I
You
can help
can?
mitigate this. Yes, I can help. Maya, give me an insight check.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
that's not
Disadvantage
good.
considering
You know,
things.
I thought this was going to be a relatively mild session.
Did you
This is
say
a good one.
disadvantage?
This is good.
I'll say
Oh.
disadvantage considering context.
I love this.
Yeah. I'm good with her -1.
That's a 0.
Mm.
Cool. Yeah, you trust Mallory is absolutely looking to help you with no gain whatsoever. She's your friend. She's helped your group. Yeah, she's a good person, and a shining beacon of moral upstandingness. Anyways, she goes, yes, I will help you because I'm your friend. I like you. I like all of you very much. Now listen here, there are very specific things you have to understand. Breaking one of these deals is very bad. If you break this deal and you just try to get out of it somehow, it will end up in pretty much the same scenario because the usual default penalty is you have to do whatever the other person, you become like their property, which would honestly be worse. And I think she's hoping you find a way to break it because then she can make you do whatever she wants multiple times. Very,
Oh.
very bad. We do not want that. We want to avoid that. So, I don't know if you know this about me, Maya, but I have some dealings with fate.
Okay.
I can help. Twist it, change it, modify it. It is a little pricey, but I can even defy it. It will take
Okay.
work. It will take effort on your part. But I think together we can find a way to save you and your friends. Okay?
What
She
do I have
long
to do?
finger boops you on the nose.
I love this.
What do I have to do?
Well, first we're going to have to establish a powerful connection for you. We need to find something to anchor you to defy this curse, this deal you have made. This Bingsworth, do you know where he is?
Last I heard, he's with the what was it? The hunt.
The Wild Hunt.
Yeah. I was told he's part of the wild hunt, or at least trying to
Oh
become.
shit! Really? Oh my god! I didn't know he was such a badass. He got into the Wild Hunt. That's impressive.
Well,
Okay, all right.
he was trying to. I don't know if he actually made it.
Oh, okay. That is very different. All right. That's much easier then. Fucking with someone of the Wild Hunt is something I do not wish to do. Anyways, okay. Find him. Find Bingsworth and bring him to me. I can use your powerful bond together to form a thread with which we might subvert your fate. No deal. I don't want anything in return for this. I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart. Don't worry. You're fine. Pats you on the head.
Oh god, that insight check is killing me right now. Oh, that's so nice
Wait, it
of
was
you.
disadvantage?
Have I made
Yes.
things better or worse?
Oh, I can't wait.
No, I actually might be able to bring him here right now.
That would be incredible. Can you do this?
Well, kind of. I can tell him where I am. I have sending.
Oh, that is very convenient. Do that. Bring the
Sure.
Bingsworth here and I will fix your condition.
Sure. 1 second. Hi, Ainsworth. In Feywild. At, what's this place called again?
Silu Saya.
Lucius.
Zelo Silas.
Close.
Could you
Silas.
meet me here? Have
Yeah.
something I need your help with. Also, would like to see you. And that's it.
Okay. There is
good.
a pause, and then Maya, you're alive. Oh my god. Lucius, I don't know where that is. I'm in the summer court. It's complicated. I got caught up in and it cuts off. He continues to talk. Yeah, that's the end of it.
Alright, well, let me look at the map real quick.
The summer court.
I believe you guys have a map of the Feywilds.
Yeah,
the
this
world map, the handout.
Also,
Summer
Bingsworth is
Court.
real. Who knew?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Summer
was just
Court.
like a faulty programming in her.
Yeah,
I don't know.
just made it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Summer Court
Oh,
is
Just
to
Summer
the west of where you are.
Yes.
I can throw you guys on the world map if you'd like for Feywilds real quick.
Sure.
You need to.
Sure,
Yeah,
I guess
stream
we-
sake.
Yeah. So on the Feywilds map.
Get me.
Ooh, our circle's probably bigger now, right?
Oh yes, let me actually get the news circle. I think
Thank
it's in
you.
the GM layer. One
And we're
second.
like right here, right?
Yeah, the tower's
No.
right.
You are.
Oh God, yeah. Okay.
You guys are actually right here, and actually, I need to.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
That's what I
that's
thought.
not that token. That's not the token.
Oh yeah, you said you have a
There
new
we go.
party token.
Yeah.
Party
Ah.
token!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just sort of
Fuck.
Hey.
I see Helios's arm.
No, you
They're
don't.
still
No, you
there.
don't.
They're still
No.
there.
No, you don't. What are you talking about? There's no one there. It's just Valkyr. It's always been Valkyr. Anyways, you guys are at here. This is the tower, Lucius.
Okay.
And the sender relay actually extends to just about. I think actually I will say this one has been boosted by
Ooskies.
Enough
so
so that they
pretty much
just overlap.
the only part of the Autumn Court that is not currently within range is the Umber Wetlands and a little bit of the Hollow Downs.
Yeah. Alright.
But yeah, the Summer Court is to the west. It is the next court over from Autumn.
Okay.
The easiest way to get there would be via land by this route or around, or across the water if you guys feel so inclined.
Yeah, well.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Maya has one more sending.
Okay, let me put us back on.
What's that town's name? Like, that was just south of us?
Lana Lockless is the one you guys were at before.
Okay. Zero Silas in Autumn Court, north of Leno Lockless, will likely be here a day or two. Could you make it in that time? Last spell used.
There is another pause, and then his voice comes through a little shaky. I can't. I'm pretty far from there. So much has happened. You should probably just leave the Feywild, Maya. It's not safe here. She knows about you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
See?
Don't trust... And it cuts off there.
Mallory just seen by kind of like face plant into a plant next to her. Oh, come on.
Let
We're
me guess.
sorry.
He was pooping.
No.
It's pooping.
He's in the summer court. He can't make it. And
Hmm.
apparently, he said she knows what I am and to not trust it and cut off.
That is very ominous. Well, sounds like you're going to the summer court then. Finding a halfling named Bingsworth in the Feywild should not be hard at all. It is going to be like one of a kind, really. So that should be okay. So what we need to do is find him and bring him to me, and then I will forge a thread between you two that will be strong enough to overcome the repercussions of your deal. With no side effects or strings attached. Get it?
Thank you.
Yes, you're very welcome. Pats you on the head. You are very stupid, but it is okay because Mallory is here.
Thank you.
You make delicious food, stupid robot woman. Now then, I need to return to the others. They're probably getting jealous I'm spending so much time with you people without them around. As she skitters away.
God, I love her so much. Why can't she be in the party? Like, just come with us. Just hop
She
along.
is, essentially. She's
I
here.
love her.
Gotten my
She's
stuff
awesome.
Too.
Consequences. are
Consequence,
piling up.
consequence.
What's a
Here I am, just having a lovely talk with Kier, over some tea or something.
Oh, she has returned. Maybe it is your turn, Cecilius.
Yeah, maybe.
God, the way you lean in with Mallory, it's fucking
God.
art.
She's my absolute favorite
beautiful.
NPC I've ever made, I think.
God.
When I came up with Mallory, I'm like, this one needs to last for a while. I'm having her in. She's not leaving the campaign anytime soon.
God, I love hate it so fucking much.
Amazing.
Thank you. That's the best compliment I could receive. Love, hate it.
Yeah.
So, as you guys, as Maya couples with the horrible revelations that came with, Astra
Yeah.
as well grappling with her own horrible revelations of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys gather together. You discuss plans moving forward. Callan probably comes back in after a bit, and he enters the room and says,
To the Seekers.
yes, and I told them everything, including you're all back, and they would like to speak with you. At least one of you. Someone would like... They need a report. You obviously have never reported in.
Yeah.
Since you went missing a month ago.
Yeah, we can send them a report.
Good. Well, I guess
So,
we'll...
You're leaving today?
No. I told them that there were extenuating circumstances that required my continued attention at Seleucius, and they've given me leave for a few days, at least, to ensure that everything is secure here.
Okay.
Give me an insight check. Yeah, I'm the DM now. No, no I'm joking.
Actually, I forgot. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm doing these out of character for Callan. Callan has.
Oh no, it's fine.
Achieved.
I'm gonna try to do I guess a deception to try to hide his happiness of this. I have pretty good deception.
No!
What's all these dead ones?
Damn, bro. Yeah.
Callan fully blushes for a moment, and then yes. duty comes first, and of course I am here to fulfill my duty.
Well, you're welcome to stay in the cottage we have. They actually have beds.
Is that what Astra was pulling out of nowhere a
Oh,
moment ago?
yes. Why don't we show you it?
You can go on ahead. I actually want to talk to Lord Mindy real quick.
Very well. Let's do this.
I would like to see the cottage.
Yes,
as
here,
you guys-
please.
As you guys are leaving, Terena says, "I'd like to see it as well. Since it's going to be on our property, I suppose I should inspect it to make sure it is up to the standards of Sealer size. Can't have an eyesore out there ruining the view. It better not be blocking any of Lormendi's mirrors."
I don't think it is. We can check.
Good. See, Callan looks to Cecilius. What's her problem?
Shh. She doesn't like me.
I will follow the
See.
upset.
Yes, please. Here, come along. Everybody come along. See the beauty of that. Wait, I need to get my face on it. Okay, there we go. Great. It's
Oh.
pretty fully functional. Maya
I'm
makes her
sorry.
nails there.
Where did that come from?
Bag of holding.
Did not know
Kind
they
of-
made them
kind
that
of-
big.
It's kind of no. It's very portable. I explain.
See, like,
the
Terena has her
nuance
arms
of it.
crossed. It's not bad, I suppose. Relax. It lacks the refined elegance of Sealer size, but could have at least made it silver. I don't know.
We can relocate it if you don't like where it is.
No, it's well located. It shouldn't block too much of line of sight for Lormendi. Cecilius,
Mm.
a moment, if you could. See Terena.
Yeah. I'll be back.
I'm going in.
You're going in. Yeah, I allow you all to go in.
Ah!
And then
Oh, try
Callan.
Callan.
He extrudes through time and space, spaghettifying. No. Terena pulls Cecilius aside for
Yeah.
a moment.
I don't
Sounds like
need,
you've
I don't
been
need
through a
sculpting
lot.
right now.
You're not being. Do I always look like I'm sculpting?
Yes, kind of.
Fine. You've been through a lot. And it sounds like you're making good progress on figuring out how to fix things. I'm not here to scold you. I care deeply for Lormendi. I've been with him for a very long time.
I can see that.
And I'm slow to trust anyone who gets close to him. He's been hurt badly before.
He
But I'm willing
hasn't
to
really.
admit that you're trying. I can see that. And I want you to know I appreciate it. Now then, keep this place tidy. Don't let it get too... you can't just put whatever you want here. You understand? This is the domain of
Yeah.
an
Yes.
archfey.
Yes. I understand.
Next time, maybe ask permission before plopping it down wherever the hell you feel. She immediately walks back into the tower.
Right back to the prickle.
Yep.
That's progress.
Okay.
That's
You guys
progress.
You guys head to the cottage.
Yeah.
Maya, you said you wanted to speak to Lord Mindy.
Yes.
Avery and Mashari would probably go somewhere else. Lormendi would probably be he has like his hand over the mirror and all, like he has all the silverware arranged like in a ring around the mirror and has his hand over it in the mirror dimension. And you see every once in a while one of like the forks or like the forks or the spoons like liquefies into liquid silver, and like little tiny
So cool.
like bubbles of it
Love it.
flit over and they form into like a tiny piece of shattered glass as he's like transferring the silverware into the mirror. It's taking a very slow process. Maya, is there something I can help you with?
Yeah, so Mallory just informed me of a really bad decision I just made. Apparently, Green Fairy making deals with her is very bad.
I don't have as much insight as Moirai does, but yes, I would usually default to saying deals with most powerful Fae are, and I can say this as one of them, usually beneficial purely to the Fae.
Right. Well, Mallory has graciously offered a way to help me out of the deal, but I need my friend Bingsworth to be
As
here
she
for
now,
that.
as he looks past in the mirror towards Mallory in the corner, and it's like, oh, that reminds me, Del, we need to go do literally fucking anything upstairs right now. As she grabs Del, okay, I can walk, as she like abducts him away upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Permission.
She said she liked us, so she was gonna help me out of the deal.
Moirai is many things. She is not charitable. She's doing what she's doing because she thinks that she's going to gain something out of it.
What? No, she wouldn't
No,
do.
dear, you are a very kind person. And I think that is a rare thing that should be nurtured. Take it from
Wait,
someone who you've not. No.
So I get tricked again?
Relax. I'm just saying, take everything with a grain of salt that Moirai says. She's going to get something out of whatever she's doing for you. She might actually help you, though. But be mindful.
Okay. I only wanted to mention it to you is I told my friend Bingsworth that this is where I was, and I just wanted to ask if he showed up here, you would maybe let Silius know so he could let me know if I'm not here at the time.
Of course. If your friend Bingsworth shows up, I will let you all know.
Thank you. Apparently, something really bad happened. He couldn't tell me everything out through the sending, but he told me I shouldn't be in the Feywild.
I can understand his opinion. It's tumultuous times, and you're all caught up in some very difficult things. I don't know the circumstances of why he would say that, but the Feywilds are a beautiful place. My home, and where I find the most comfort and peace. But for some people, as he looks to Maya, they can be very dangerous. Words can be twisted against you very easily. And compassion and kindness can be taken advantage of very, very easily.
Can I ask, why do a lot of the Fae do that?
Not all of us do it. But see, like, he stops what he's doing with the mirror, like, comes over to sit in the chair over here and seems to sigh a bit. Sometimes, for fun, I'll be honest, some of us find pleasure, not necessarily in the suffering of others, but in the amusement that comes from watching short-lived species flustered and panicked over what we consider to be natural. It can come across as malicious, certainly. Most of us simply find it like a game we're playing. Constantly playing this game. And if you fail to play by the rules, or fail to understand the rules, that is your own fault. It's not very fair, I understand. We're also very emotional creatures. I gifted Queen Marisidae, Sealy Court, a mirror for her, not necessarily a birthday as you'd know it. We don't celebrate those, but there is a sort of yearly celebration for her. One year I decided to give her a mirror that I thought was a truly magnanimous gift. It would allow one to see their inner beauty, their true beauty. Apparently she did not like what she saw. And her eldest sister banished me to the realm of mirrors, so that I may never observe my own beauty ever again. And that was that. And the courts and the world believed it to be just. That is how it works here.
I don't understand.
I know.
In my terms, does not compute. Just like, how can people just make these decisions and think that's okay?
I cannot answer that for everyone. As I said, the Fae have their own reasons. And not all of us are wicked.
No, I know.
But-
She
but-
was at Hermia.
See, Hermia, who kind of has been hearing this, looks a little uncomfortable herself. But she looks like she understands what Maya's saying. I believe this extends to all creatures, not just the Fae. But truthfully, Maya, I don't believe anyone believes that they are the villain in anyone's story. Everyone thinks that everything they do is justified by something. Even the cruelest and most wicked acts are justified by a need to survive, a need to belong. Perhaps they have been hurt themselves before and see it as just desserts. Fair turnabout. There's a lot of misguided people out there. I don't think anyone actively and consciously decides to be cruel for the sake of cruelty. No. Perhaps some. There are some people out there who are truly evil in that way, but most are following a code or a moral principle of their own that varies wildly from everyone else's. It is important that you find your own code. You stick to it. And perhaps that might mean you will find adversity when meeting others whose code varies strongly and wildly from your own. And unfortunately, not everyone will listen to reason or words. Sometimes the edge of a blade is all they will hear. And it is sad when that happens. But it is important, like looking over to Hermia, to stay true to who you are. Looks back to Maya. I'm sure this did not answer your question sufficiently. The question you pose is a deeply philosophical one that many have been asking for a very long time. I would also like to apologize. The last time we met, I called you artificial. But the questions you're asking are deeply mortal. They are something that many living sentient creatures ask. I may have misjudged you. It is important that you keep asking these questions until you find an answer that satisfies you. Does that help?
More than you know. I find it somewhat ironic that myself being an artificial being, I can see the illogical nature of those who would actively choose to harm others for their own gain when the simplest route would easily be working together.
You're not wrong there.
Thank you, Lemony, for everything. I'll think on what we spoke of.
And don't be discouraged if you don't have an answer yet. Even I don't have a concrete answer for many such things. What's important is that you never stop trying to find it.
I will. As my honor as a cleric of Sylvan and a child of my parents, I will continue to find my own way.
Good. And that goes for you too, little one, pointing towards Hermia, who's kind of just been listening silently. Just kind of nods. Of course. I will do everything I can to help us find that answer. He looks to Maya.
Well,
It
with
seems we've been
Hermia
abandoned by everyone else.
yeah, well, Hermia with you by my side, I'm sure we'll be able to find our answers together.
I feel the same.
All right,
We should
I
probably
guess
let
yeah.
Silversmith get to work.
Yeah.
So much
Hey, I can
fluff.
say you are cottage.
Oh yes,
Cottages!
I heard about that. Very curious. Hermia will
Have a good
prattle.
evening, Gormandy.
You as well, Maya. As he returns
Shade.
to mending mirror. A good shade, yes.
Yeah,
Good
shade.
shade.
No, Astra's
Good shit.
taking her mind off things in the one way that she knows.
Crafting. No, I don't know.
Figuring out
Good
how
shit.
the hell this suit works.
I see. Well, I will move us, I suppose, all of us to the cottage.
Yay! Cottage
Huzzah!
time. Cottage time. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Do we even have a name for this?
It's your
just-
cottage. If you guys want
We're
to
just
name it.
calling
I
it a
also still will
cottage.
eventually need a team name, but we'll get to that.
Well, yeah,
That's never going to happen.
Considering we have a new team member, we
We're
gotta
part of the
trust both.
Seekers. We don't need a team name.
Yeah.
You made it for us this time.
Even the seeker
We're the
units have
menders.
names.
Menu.
You get to learn them.
Fine.
It's
We're
like-
the lore menders.
Oh,
Okay,
Well,
okay,
wait,
okay,
hang
okay.
on, wait. There is actually there. The lore
Lore men-
menders. Like
Yeah.
lore
Uh-huh.
menders. That's
Yeah.
not terrible.
That ain't bad.
Yeah,
Or
no,
you
That's
know,
not
or you
the
know, or you know, Mac.
What?
What?
Mac. What?
What
It's,
is
Explain
that?
it's all of our beginnings of our name, our initials.
M-A-C-K! Oh no! It is
We're
now!
Mac. Oh, sorry.
Before it was mock with like M-A-C-H. Oh
yeah,
man.
yeah. Mock.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
that's
But there's two A's. Or no,
Yeah, well,
sorry.
yeah.
Maya,
Yeah,
Oh,
Maya
sorry, no.
Astra Cecilius Kier.
Oh my god, yeah.
M-A-C-K.
Yeah.
No. I was looking at
It would have been
mine.
mock. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh man,
man.
Helios.
Oh.
It can still work, you know? Like,
Funny.
yeah.
I actually kind of love the lore menders. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, no,
That might be
Lore.
something. And you guys said that, and I didn't, so that makes me happy.
Did it. I contributed. I'm done.
Interesting.
All right.
That
You
took
guys,
up the whole room.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's big. So as you guys arrive at the cottage,
Be at the cottage.
I'll need you to put Astra to front.
Did
Oh, yeah.
Avery and
they were in the tower. No one invited them. They were just there.
gotcha.
They were there, and then they weren't.
And poor Avery, she would have
I
loved
give
this.
I give them a tour before people come over. I'm literally
Okay.
just showing them where everything is.
Okay.
That's what I do.
I need a bigger chair, or I'll just stand.
I will have to make a bigger chair. I'll
Don't
edit whatever
that
room
spell.
tier 2 needs to be a little.
I think it's 10.
I think 10
that's
is yeah,
that's
Yeah.
the vacant
yeah,
one.
that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
I'll actually edit that to say here.
Nice.
And we're gonna do that.
I have claimed this room.
Well, you know, that's fine. I'm comfortable on the couch.
No, you have 8.
My patron can. What?
No,
what do
you
mean?
have 8 because Bashar left.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
You have
no.
your room back.
Yeah.
Yeah, also Maya doesn't need a bed.
Yeah, but I mean, neither does the astral elf technically, who trances. And none of you. I think
No.
Cecilius and Kier do both need
Yeah.
a bed, but everyone else doesn't.
I like bed. I'm
Yeah.
actually now that you know if he's leaving the party, I am going to be like taking the mirror off of where it's sitting around the
Put it in your
couch and
room?
move it to my room.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I will be doing that then.
Is that a heavy looking mirror? I thought it
It-
was. Right?
It was pretty heavy.
That's a pretty big
Yeah.
standing mirror.
Do you need help? I can assist in lifting things. Leaning down.
If you wouldn't mind,
I would
that would
love
be
to.
helpful.
Absolutely.
Sure. Just be careful with it. It's
No problem.
Okay. Wait, is that a problem or okay?
No, it's no problem.
Okay.
One hand's it. Strong as fudge.
Damn.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, you
And then
are
gingerly
strong.
sets it down wherever you want.
It'll
While we're doing
probably
that,
be
Maya would show
somewhere around
Maria
here,
around.
Okay.
Okay.
overlooking his bed, but not directly next to the bed because that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
You can always put a little curtain on it or something, you know.
Yes. What am I doing that my patron cannot see?
I don't know.
We don't
I
want to
wasn't-
know.
You're naughty.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That wasn't where I was
dressed.
going.
You probably don't
Yeah.
want him watching you getting dressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care. Lord Mandy's my patron. He don't give a shit about that.
Okay.
Sure.
Sure.
I mean, Seal has always been pretty immodest when it comes to that.
Because you can't see.
Because he was, yeah.
True.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That actually makes sense.
I mean, he can see himself now, but
Well, now,
in
but
third person,
Yeah.
it's kind of weird. So he kind of
Yeah,
turns
yeah.
it off, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, go ahead and make yourself comfortable, Haria.
Sure.
The others are busy, so I'm gonna go make the report, I suppose.
Oh, all right. So Maya steps aside to make a report to the Seekers. Astra, as you pull out this suit in the workshop, it is. I'm assuming you like identify it and you take time to figure it out. It is, as Megan can tell you, it's a complicated system that we never got to really play with.
Nope.
You never even worked on it
Yeah.
once.
Nope. Just the last 13 hours or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
I was stolen for most of the time.
it was, unfortunately, because of the Satrotha arc, yeah. I had anticipated that whole, 10-session segment in Satrotha to be in the Feywild, then the TPK happened, so, yeah.
Yep.
It does not seem to require anything that, Helios had. The Helios didn't have a key. Astra can pilot it. I will say, considering Astra's build, it doesn't lend a whole lot of usefulness necessarily to you, but depends on how you try to modify it.
Where's
has-
the? There was a thing for how, like, was that like a Word document that had all the details on how to do
shit.
everything with it?
I
With the
mean, it
different-
has the handout has, if you scroll down, the modules, the crafting,
Oh,
the
does
tinkering.
it?
Yeah, it's got everything in the handout.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the stat sheet. Where's the
Nope,
handout?
the handout's in your items.
Oh, I have my items minimized. That's why.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I have Megan still able to see it, so she can help in case needed.
Yeah. Okay. Do we have Let me just check a few things on this.
I don't think we have
Dear
much of
help.
anything.
So, well, no. Okay. So.
Go to Grail.
Okay.
It is unfortunately bare
Buy a bunch of
bones.
stuff.
It is a bare bones Aegis suit that is not even at its peak. Like, it needs to be repaired to be
Yeah.
at its full efficiency. There are modules that need to be crafted and added on. The module system would allow you to, like, most simply put, you can add modules to add more spells that you'd be able to use through the suit. There are some modules that just buff the stats of the suit, increasing its AC, increasing its attacks, movement speed. And then there are special modules like the Logic Core and the Wondrous Cortex that add special effects and abilities.
Okay.
Logic Core would give semi-sentience, like artificial intelligence, to your suit, allowing it to be used on autopilot. The Wondrous Cortex is the ability to basically put a wondrous item on your suit, so you could, like, put Bracer Defense or something on it.
Nice. That's cool.
The idea was originally that this was supposed to be the brunt of Helios's class concept, was the suit, and then it kind of became a little bit more like an accessory to Helios. Helios was really just a proficient gunman, and the suit was just there. And you used it
Okay.
once to good effect.
Twice. I used it twice.
When was
Once.
the second time?
Once was in the burning by
Yep.
Annihilator, and the
Yep,
second
yep.
was in the PPK battle.
Oh yeah, you did use it against
blocked
the
the
Pirates
door,
of the Caribbean.
I blocked the door.
Character, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess, like, effectively, it is almost like a discount immovable rod, in that it can be
Mm.
deployed and it's really fucking heavy. It's not impossible to move, but it's extremely heavy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. There's no tracker for how much fuel this thing has.
I think that's
It was on my
the
sheet.
Oh, you had it on your sheet?
I put it
Okay.
on my character sheet, I think, but I
Gotcha.
don't remember if I put it on.
I think it was
the
I
also
don't see
NPC
it
sheet.
on the
I think it was on
NPC
the
sheet. It
NPC
has
sheet.
health.
I had 26 out of 30 fuel.
Okay.
That's
Fuel.
the last.
It's under
20.
attributes. If you go to the bottom, 26 out of 30. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the tab attributes and abilities next to bio and info.
I don't see
The NPC sheet.
On the NPC
Yeah,
sheet,
on the NPC sheet, I see
the
nothing
top
under.
tab has character sheet, bio and info, and attributes
Yeah.
and abilities.
Yeah, I see
you
nothing
go to the
under
very bottom?
abilities. Very bottom?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Fuel category with 26 out of 30.
Okay.
And then that also applies to the token. The token has one of its bars is its fuel gauge.
Okay.
It should. Oh, it doesn't right now. Why does this one not? There we go. I've edited that. I'll update the token on the page. You selected token. There we go.
Okay.
So now the token will also reflect the fuel.
Okay.
And kind of like instead of decay, it's fuel.
Yeah. Okay.
Honestly, Chris, this is going to be something probably between sessions you probably look over to
Yeah.
understand. It's basically another whole class.
Yeah.
The Aegis suit.
In the brief time now, I cast shield to top the fuel off because that's a thing.
Okay.
You can
Yep.
spend the shield spell to get a bit 5 fuel.
Help yourself to some fuel. Yes.
What was that about the shield spell?
Let me open it back up. I just closed it. Under, where did I just read that? Reactive defenses. The pilot can cast shield as a reaction for 5 fuel.
That is using fuel. are casting
misunderstood.
spell.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to feed it biomatter for fuel. It has a biomatter furnace. So the idea is like plant
Gotcha.
life or the organic
Okay.
matter.
Okay.
That was so it
Fuck.
could be used in
No.
yeah, you could use people. I think it also has a section in refueling that says like magical plant life is like worth a lot more.
Okay.
You could just throw wood into it and it works. Like it takes a lot of biomatter, but
Gotcha.
you can upgrade the fuel to better versions later on as well. I don't know if I have that written out on that. Or if
You
I
have, yeah. I'll read over this between sessions.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And if you have any questions, me and Megan can both help, obviously. But it's
yeah.
gonna be complicated. Incorporating this into Astra's already robust character sheet, this will be interesting. I will say.
I think the best angle for me to take it because of Astra's build is gonna end up being to try to use this thing for utility.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be much of a powerhouse combat thing for Astra. This could add more spell utility to your character. If you get the logic core eventually, you could basically have it as like a robot companion.
I also have a really stupid idea.
Great,
Oh,
I love
God.
those. Well, I'd love to hear that at some point.
Yeah, don't blow up our nice
Well,
little
no.
cottage we have.
It just look. It needs a
God.
logic core. I have a sentient weapon.
Oh yeah,
Oh
that'll
my
go
God.
swimmingly.
Incorporating Skavosa into the suit.
Oh, that's crazy. That's gonna be hard ass checks.
That's where my brain goes. Who needs a logic core when you have a sentient thing?
So that would be very interesting.
That's just where my brain goes.
Like, I'm not saying yet exactly how, but you'd probably need the Wondrous Cortex and then Logic Core because you'd use the Wondrous Cortex to like put the sword into, and then it would. Oh my God, yeah. Now to do it without breaking Skavosa, to take the identity of Skavosa and put it into the suit without breaking the sword will be more complicated.
Well, I'm more so thinking of a while it's slotted in.
Yeah. Sword USB.
Yeah, basically.
Wow,
Yeah.
we'll have to talk. That's gonna be a lot. That'd be interesting.
Way down the road. I need to read over everything.
That's way down the road, but that would be really kind of cool.
That's just instant reaction where my brain goes.
Sure. Yeah.
There is one singular dead violet mushroom body.
There is in the bag,
Griffin Saddlebag.
which I think you took specifically for that because it's magical plant matter.
Yeah.
Could be used for biomatter.
I guess
That
I'll
bitch is molding.
cut an
It's
arm
y'all gross.
off of it and try. How much of it do I need to top its fuel off? I guess.
They were small creatures. They were not very large. So you throw the whole thing in and it will top off the engine.
Okay.
You just
I'll
opening
do
that bag, we smell it across the whole freaking cottage.
You all thought that was Helios the whole time.
That was
That's how he smells.
Where was that noted in? That was
it was in the Griffin Saddlebag. There was
dead
a
violet mushroom. Yeah.
That was from session 1.
Yep.
Oh,
I will delete that out.
That
and,
is
cool.
Yeah.
I think it's fair to say Astra just spends several hours learning how to even remotely use this thing.
Yes. That makes sense to me. So, Cecilius, you and Callan find yourselves in the cottage. Everyone is showing around.
Yes.
Callan will turn to Cecilius at one point and say, "Oh, I'm so glad you're okay. And I know you're not okay. You just lost a companion, and I know it's difficult. but I'm glad you're not hurt.
Yeah. Did I I forget. In my letter, I need to
Yeah.
rehash
Yeah.
it over. Did I tell him about my nightmares?
I don't think so. I don't believe the nightmares came up.
I don't think I wrote that in my letter.
No, I reread it recently, and I don't
Yeah.
recall the nightmares being part of it.
Mhm. Right. Okay. Okay. I just want to make sure because I don't remember telling him.
I don't think so. No.
I remember telling him about my being able to,
Yeah, there was some
see shit.
Yes, I think there was some allusion to your power, but you didn't go into specifics.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I'll be okay.
I do need to. I know the focus is on these fractures. I'll be honest. I'm a little out of my depth on all of that.
Y'all are.
It's selfish of me to ask this, I know, but would you consider returning to Elkest with me? We could hunt down Uraka if you wished. Try to break your curse.
You see, he's kind of like struggling to, like, he wants to, but at the same time, yeah. That doesn't really amount to much if there's not a world to go home to. If these rifts keep opening, I don't know what'll happen to this world and ours.
And it must
I
be
seem
you,
to be
but
tasked for the job.
you see he's conflicted. Give me insight with advantage. As he has a hard time hiding his emotions around you. 6?
I didn't get it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
He looks like he wants to say something but doesn't. I don't want to seem ungrateful to Sir Lormendi for what he's done for you, but we have a real lead on how to end this for you, and there are many people who could they could mend the rifts.
That's kind of what I was. I haven't been telling you everything. Yet again, I kind of have like Mallory, even though hers is twisted and sadistic. I get prophecies in dreams.
Prophecy.
As to what
Kier was saying about storm giants, right?
It's part of that.
Right.
The only way we've been able to last this long is with my help.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. But I am okay. I'm lying. That actually really does surprise me that you have prophecy power. That's
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It kind of happened like when I got here. It seemed to be triggered by being in mortal danger.
Interesting.
I know. Yeah, it's not exactly a great thing to hear, but
yeah, that doesn't fill me with a great deal of confidence and comfort, but you're still alive. I can see that you're stronger. Not just that you can see, but you have the is strange to say to you of all people, but I can see the strength in your eyes.
I still have a lot to learn, though.
Yes, you do.
Some
and
of
perhaps we should have some remedial lessons soon. Been a bit of
there's been a
a bit
lapse.
too long.
Yeah.
Yes. Though I don't think you use a sword nowadays, do you, Mr. Warlock?
No. Definitely not.
That's fine. We'll play to your strengths then.
Care to start now?
Thought you'd never ask.
Yay! Let's
And
battle.
he'll take you outside, and I mean, we could actually do this.
That'd be cool. I'm not gonna last long against him.
I will see.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do a
Yeah,
skill challenge
yeah.
or something, or a quick mock battle or some shit.
Yeah. Here.
That'll be fun.
Well, 1 second. For
Yay.
this music.
Kier somehow hears the rumbling of a fight about to break out and rushes to watch.
Fight, 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 fight.
Move us back outside.
No, bro, it's.
You guys step outside.
I'm gonna
That's
do
like
it a little ways from the
Yeah,
mirrors,
sure.
just so I don't hit
We can-
anything.
We can move down here.
Yeah.
Back,
that
how about
works.
we'll do side to side like this.
Yeah.
Down
Cool,
to bottom.
cool. Yay!
And
rock battle.
you see Alan
Like
draws his sword. And as he looks at his sword, he looks to
Yay!
you.
Love a sword.
He actually hesitates. You see he's hesitating to draw his real sword against you.
Yeah.
And he probably sheathes that and probably pulls like he probably has like a practice blade. He has his own bag of holding, first of all, and he would probably pull like a blunted practice blade out.
He's so sweet.
Stop.
Yeah, he really is. It's great. Mock battle!
Let me pull
Alright.
up his character sheet real quick.
Initiative! He's going
Yeah,
first. He's definitely going first.
To give him just a normal longsword to use for this.
Did you click your token?
I didn't do it yet.
You haven't done it yet, AJ.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for the order of
Yep,
roll
yep.
initiative.
1 second. We're gonna do some. Yeah.
I love mock.
All right.
I'm gonna get my ass kicked.
Let's see what you've learned in the last
Oh,
month, and I will need initiative.
Yay, initiative. Yeah, shitty.
Sorry, I need to actually remove all turns. I'll re-add you. I
Oh.
didn't do it from last time.
Okay.
Okay, 15.14.
Yeah.
How is that city?
That's actually 13. It's not bad.
Okay.
But he will.
Look. I came from Medea. Okay.
Yeah, that's
I
also
mean,
a
okay.
higher
That's all I
level
gotta say.
character.
Yeah,
I know,
compared to
but her
DS4,
initiative was
that's
insane.
city.
He
Yeah.
rolled bad. I
Oh
forgot to click him.
right, I get to go first. Eldritch Blast.
Sorry.
Look, I'm not holding any punches against him. I'm just going for it.
You shouldn't.
Man.
I think he will, as he pulls his sword, he says, "Though this is not a courtesy I often afford enemies, I'll allow you to attack first. And please,
Fine.
show me what you've learned."
Oh
As,
boy, howdy.
You
Anyways.
are in battle against Callan.
Yay!
Started blasting.
I started blasting. Yes, I'm gonna start out with an Eldritch Blast, certainly.
Okay.
I don't have my. Actually, I'll just do my Elemental Assault. I'll go ham with it.
Sure.
That's fine. I have a fly speed. I'll do extra damage, so I'm gonna have that. Wait.
Flare for advantage.
That's an action. That's an action.
It is an action. Yeah.
Never mind. I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast them.
Sure.
Never mind. Please hit. I don't know what his AC is.
20. He
Ah!
sidesteps the blast,
Oh,
which
you blew
narrowly
it.
grazes. He has an AC of 21.
Mm.
Go for it.
I got 2. Yay! Come on. Come on.
Nope.
Damn it.
18. Literally, like, without
Shit.
bringing up his weapon, just sidesteps both of them.
Yep.
Well, your aim has certainly improved with eyesight. Not quite enough.
Mm.
Burn.
It is a burn.
All right, is that it for
I was just
Cecilia?
testing you. Yeah.
Allow me to return the favor. As he is
Oh,
going to
boy.
dart forward.
Yeah, Garcia.
He's going to make. Let's see. Actually, first, I think first he is going to. Let me see.
Yeah, what class is he?
Leaning down to Astra. Do we want to put money on this?
As
No.
Oh,
you see,
Cecilius is going
he has
to lose.
he has a shield and his practice sword up, and he kind of like hops from foot to foot briefly as he casts kinetic jaunt. As energy empowers around him, and he begins to move incredibly gracefully, and he darts up very fast
My
as
boy.
he is an Eldritch Knight.
I love it for him.
You're
And
right.
he is going to flare for advantage.
He's gonna lose.
And you all see his pink aura flare up around him.
Yay, my big boy. Yeah.
Going to make his first attack. That is a 25.
Yep.
This is
Mhm.
non-lethal, so everything he's doing,
Yeah.
he's hitting you with like the flat of the blade.
Yeah. I can't do shield because that wouldn't matter. Got it. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then this
yeah.
is his second attack. That's a crit.
Oh.
Super monk.
Yep. He ain't holding
What
back
about
either. It's
number
great.
of rounds that he lasts?
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
All right.
Over
so-
under?
Dude, I'm not gonna last one
um,
round.
I
Oh
don't
wait.
understand.
I am full health. I am full
Why
health.
is-
You are full health. You are full health. So keep that in mind. So the first one was 11. Second one is 19.
Yes.
21. So total of 33 damage, I believe, has been, or 32 damage has been done so far.
It
Oh
seems
my
kind of
God,
silly
he's
for a
fucking nuts.
caster to take on, you know,
He's
a
fucking nuts. I
melee
love him.
person.
And you see that
Incredibly
he could, yeah, you know, Cecilius, he could action surge and finish you now.
Oh
He
yeah.
darts
yeah, he
back
You don't.
and
He don't.
returns to his position before and holds his hands out. I'm
Yeah.
waiting for your improvement.
Yeah. God.
It is
Oh
your
my
turn,
goodness.
Cecilius.
Oh my goodness, Celia's flare. You have
yeah.
aura.
Yeah, I'm gonna flare. I'm gonna flare. Of course, I'm gonna flare.
Yeah, we didn't before, so not of course.
You should
No.
heal yourself. You look terrible.
I know that.
Comments from the Peanut Gallery are correct. A true warrior should
God.
utilize everything in combat.
Yeah, Becky's figuring this out.
Yeah. So you can bonus action or a heal, I
Yes.
believe.
I will
Yes.
be doing that.
Yeah.
I will be doing that.
Mhm.
Oh God.
Maybe you should like fly away. Fly on top of the cottage.
Yeah,
Go
You-
pew!
Yeah.
yeah. you-
Pock shots.
Hell
you're- Yeah, you're a fucking caster.
I
Do what
am.
he
I
can.
know I am. I
Yeah.
know I am. I'm gonna do 9 decay. Do 9 decay.
90k for 96.
Don't
Got it.
fight on
Yeah,
his
yeah.
terms.
Nice.
36. You're back to full.
Hey, there you go.
As your
Absolutely.
aura
That was
passes
pretty
over
good.
your wounds, they heal. You see Callan nods. Good. Very good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm saying 3 rounds tops.
Mm.
All right. Okay, I did that. I'm sorry.
Over.
I'm Becky's all crazy
I
right now.
I understand. He's
oh,
not even
God.
using his sword. He's using a
Oh
practice
no!
sword. too.
No! Oh,
Feels
God.
weak to say, but I think under.
Mm.
I'll take that bet.
For everyone's reference, he's level 8, by the way.
Yeah, I know. This is
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Becky's gonna lose. Next this round.
I can't wait. I'm gonna. That's the only way I can get away from him. I mean, I can.
Yeah,
do some
you
stuff.
you have the ability
I
to
free
do
Mr. Step.
all sorts of things.
Mhm. Let me see. Misty Step. 2. How high is the roof? Yeah.
I'd say about 20 feet.
Oh, that is a bonus action.
Use your transformation.
Yes.
That's an action.
Yes. I know it is an action.
Okay.
That was my other. Option.
Okay.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
You're doing great. You got this.
I'll try. And then I'll move. I'll use my elemental salt. Do my
Okay.
flashy wing shit.
Okay. As he sees that, his eyes
You're gonna have to come up and get me.
Making proper use of the terrain. Maybe you have learned something.
All right. How far can I go with my elemental? So that is 30 feet.
Flying speed of 30 feet. Yeah, so you can go another. I'll say, yeah.
Well, it's because there's an elevation here.
Yeah,
right?
I'd say that's about as far
So-
as you can get.
Okay.
Yeah, considering it's 20
yeah,
feet
I had
up.
a feeling.
You
Yeah,
perch
yeah.
on the edge of the roof, looking down at him.
Mhm.
Okay, is that your turn?
I am still, I guess,
Flying.
hovering. I'm not. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is his
that's
turn?
my action. Yeah. Oh, he's just gonna blink. He's gonna be like, I'm here, bitch.
Unfortunately,
What's up?
Eldritch Knight has restrictions on the types of spells they can learn. It has to be
Oh.
Abjuration or Evocation, I think. There's certain ones they can learn. So I can't actually take Misty Step with him. So that is an unfortunate part.
Yay for me!
But
Last hour.
he does have some extra spells from his background because he went to the same school you did.
Yeah.
Do you have anything that can? Well, I guess he's just gonna have to.
Firebolt.
Yeah, he's gonna look up at you. And he's like, "You're putting yourself in an advantageous position, putting me in a disadvantageous one. Very good. But proper warrior always has options, and he is going to cast Firebolts. And he is going to
Yay!
flare.
Fantastic.
That is
Hey!
a 16.
Bitch, sidestep. I do the same little sidestep.
Good.
He's gonna spend 3 to re-roll once.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
Yeah!
Natural 1.
Yeah!
I
Where's
leered
the
over him.
The firebolt
What were you guys
hits the
saying again?
side. It hits the side of the cottage. The cottage starts to catch on fire, and he goes, "Oh, shit!"
Maya's going to cast Great Water.
Yeah, create water. See, he looks a little flustered. Like,
It's
he got
like-
a little bit. He got a little carried away. Like, my apologies.
Sorry.
Cecilius, you will have automatic advantage to attack him this turn because he's a little
Fantastic.
flustered by what he just did with that nat 1.
Fantastic. I love this for me.
You love
Okay.
this for- well,
I love this for me.
Kira loves this for her. She's making money off of Maya.
I'll let you know, Maya literally only has 5 gold.
That's okay. She'll probably.
Eldritch Blast. I'm gonna do
Yeah.
my tried and true.
Eldritch Blast.
My
Yeah,
tried and true.
Crit, that's a crit.
Oh my god.
Oh, I forgot to put my elemental salt in that. My apologies.
Okay.
There's 6
Oh my
lightning.
gosh. So that's
Yeah.
25 plus
Another.
6, 31.
Another.
Whew.
Another.
Good
I know.
rolls.
Yes, another.
Another.
He is going to
Okay.
use a reaction. He's going to flare his pink
Flare
aura for
his
4
pink
decay
aura.
to take half of the force.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he actually only takes 35. 25 times 2.
He has the perfect aura to counter you.
Yeah, actually. And
he
then
really
that
does.
second one will hit.
Okay.
Oof.
You get a big
Man.
booming clap.
He still takes half of that though, because it's till the end of his turn. So he took half of that second one. So as his pink aura envelops him, which like mitigates the force damage, the lightning still went through fully. Actually, no, it didn't. Oh no, that's right. He has resistance to lightning because he's attuned to his weapon. That's right.
Yeah.
He gets back 3.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Still,
He's my
you did-
my
you still did.
antithesis.
You still did good damage to him.
Nope.
Is that your turn?
That's all I have. I mean, I could.
Unless you want to move.
Yeah.
So, as your Eldritch Blast hit into him, he pulls
I
up
go
his
up to the
aura to. Yeah. You retreat
Further
and
in.
fall back.
I retreat and fall back.
She lets out a
Yeah,
grunt. Right. Fair play. Caught me off guard.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Are you coming up here, or are you just gonna keep getting blasted at?
Thought you'd never ask. As he's going to run forward, and he is going to make an acrobatics check, I believe, here with his kinetic jaunt. He's going to flare.
I thought he was going to use the agency as a stepping stone.
He could, probably.
He reaches up and grabs like the top of the roof and climbs up, but that is all of his movement to get there.
He's always so alive.
He is going to bonus action aura heal himself. Or I think, oh man, he's getting a little high on aura at this point. He's gonna do 3 points. It's the first level of exhaustion. To roll 3d6. 12. Puts him back in decent standing. All right.
Sounds like Maya's doing good tonight.
All right, Cecilius, it is your turn.
My turn. Seeing as I have a fly speed,
Yes.
I'm going to fly up.
Oh, this is.
So he can't reach me. I'm gonna be cheeky as fuck, and I don't care. He said to use everything to my advantage, so I'm doing it. I'm literally going up 30 feet, straight up, and keep Eldritch Blast. I know it's kind of boring, but it is effective.
Oh, I do need to do a concentration check for his kinetic jaunt, actually.
2.
Save, yes. Yes, okay. Good. All right.
Crit. Get another crit.
Yeah. I said that. I know it's a little boring. But
Yes. Sometimes,
exactly.
Sometimes battles aren't quite as exciting as long as you're doing everything you can to survive.
And winning.
We'll see.
Hey.
That is a 25. He just had his turn, so he will reaction shield.
Of course.
Shit.
You. And then I do another one.
Okay.
Yeah!
Oh, shield don't matter when you crit. That is 6. That is
Didn't even
19
flare
minus 3.
for some reason.
16. That's good.
Cecilius doesn't need to flare. Cecilius
I don't
is
know,
just
I'm just that good.
Yeah. There you go. All right. Is that it for Cecilius? As that hit blasts into him, he puts the magic shield up, and then you shoot through and it shatters the shield. It goes through anyways. Oh. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere.
Oh, yeah. I will do a bonus action spell.
Okay.
Lightning thrust.
Yeah.
Okay. So after that, we make intelligence saving throw. Oh boy.
He's so good with that.
He'll flare.
Yeah.
He makes it.
Well, he is an Eldritch Knight. He actually has pretty good intelligence.
Yeah. He makes it.
17. He makes it. Okay.
Concentration check for Eldritch Blast.
Yes, he needs to do the concentration check for the Eldritch Blast, which was 3, 11, 16. Still
he takes
12
half the
only.
damage. Okay, so he'll take half this damage.
Okay. He will take quarter it because he's resistant to lightning as well.
Right.
Total of so as a reminder, the elemental assault you can only apply once per round. I'm
sorry.
It's fine.
Yeah,
No, it's okay. I'm just gonna remember it myself. So it's 10 lightning, half to 5, half to 3. Because he's resistant. Well,
Maya's visibly wincing every time she sees the lightning go off.
Ooh, on that lightning thrust, though, he fails concentration and kinetic jaunt drops.
Oh!
That is important. Oh, my apologies. He's a warcaster. He has advantage in concentration checks. What am I doing?
Good. Good for him.
He forgot. All right.
Maya and Astra, would you like a lift so you can see the battle better? I can put you on my shoulders.
I'm perfectly fine from this distance.
That's the thing.
Well,
he has stuff. He has stuff, guys.
Is that it for Cecilius?
I didn't move.
I don't know. I have it on calendar for some reason. Yeah, you
I
can
didn't move.
Right.
Am I gonna be cheeky and just move further away? Am I gonna do it? Yeah, I'm gonna be that guy. 20 more feet, but I am 30 feet up and 20 feet back over here.
Okay.
I'm just having fun at this point. But I need to finish this quickly. I need to finish this quickly before it goes away, because I will be a sitting duck after that.
I mean, you have a whole minute.
You got a whole minute. You got plenty of time.
Yeah, I know.
This is round 4 currently.
Okay, Hallen's turn. He looks up to you, Cecilius, and he's hurt.
I just wave at him.
He's actually like about half health, and he like brushes off like the soot from the blast hitting him, and he looks up and goes, "I'll give you credit. You've improved. It's time I stop holding back on you."
Uh-oh.
And he is going
That's
to
what
use
I was hoping for.
Aurora Art Flight. His aura flares out around him in the form of wings. He's going to spend 5 decay to gain a fly speed equal to his base movement for a minute.
Oh shit! No, I'm fucked.
That
Let's
means
go.
actually applies to that.
Correct.
Yeah.
So he is going to fly up 40 feet.
I'm 20 feet away.
You're 20 feet above.
Yeah.
He is also he sheathes his practice sword, and free object interaction draws his sword.
Yes, it's good.
You
sword.
are
It's good
just
sword.
you are still outside of his range. So he's going to, I guess, dash. Let me see. What action is it for flight? I think it might be an action. Let me double check. No, it's a bonus action for flight.
Yeah, it's a bonus.
He's going to action dash. So he flies up next to you, up in the air.
See, I know you could get here.
You're making me use a lot of tricks here. I give you credit. And he is going to action surge for his 2 attacks with advantage with his sword Crack of Thunder.
Yeah, Crack of Thunder! Look at it, everyone. It's
oh yeah, I'll put it into miscellaneous. I'll put his sword. 1 second.
Thunder!
This must be a super box.
Lightning and the thunder.
This into. Yeah, I'll put it in art. I'll put it in art because it's a image.
Yeah.
As the sword segments into a blade whip. Is the second blade whip of this.
Yes, those are so cool.
Which gives him a 15-foot reach.
Bitch, it's gonna hurt.
Okay, so we're doing
this is gonna hurt.
First attack. Oh, that is, I believe, that is a miss on the first attack.
What the hell?
He's gonna go in for his second attack.
Let's go. Yeah.
That's a 16.
Yes.
Wow.
I am a 16, but I'm a shield.
You shield? Okay. So as he whips out this sword, as he is now himself flying,
take 2 charges from that.
Yeah, from your staff. Which he gave you.
He gave me.
As you whip the shield from the staff.
I kind of just like wave it in his face a little bit.
At least it's put to good use. All right. It is your turn, Cecilius, as he is now up in the air with you.
We're having fun here. All right. I am going to... I want to show him all the shit I can do.
Yeah, absolutely. He's showing off for you. He's using an aura art.
Would I know if he has... I would know.
Yeah.
He has blind fight, right? Or he has something to that effect that he can see invisible.
Yeah, yes.
I would know that because I've been sparring with him for years.
Yes.
He would have told me something like that. So, okay. Great. Invisibility.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna move.
Okay. He will take an attack at disadvantage.
All right. Cool.
Attack of opportunity.
He could flare for normal. Oh, he doesn't need it.
You don't need it.
Those other rolls were just really bad. So that is 12. That is 18 points of damage.
Okay, what do I resist? I resist. Okay, I do resist lightning.
You do, so it's -3.
So,
So
yeah,
15 points of damage.
50. Great. That really hurt. I still go invisible though, right? Yes,
Yeah,
no?
absolutely.
Mwah!
You will need to give a concentration check. So
Ah!
Constitution saving throw, DC of
Right.
10. It's very low.
Well,
Womp womp.
Oh,
You gonna flare aura?
immediately. So you could flare 3 to re-roll.
Yes.
Okay.
yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Spell. I got a spell. Okay, so yeah, invisibility. I will. I can't. No, that's an action. Yeah, can't dash. Awesome. Oh, Misty Step.
You already cast a spell this turn.
Yeah, it was not a
Right,
cantrip. Yeah.
You just continue to walk away. He
You
can't
could
see
keep flying.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He took his attack of opportunity. He hit, but
I'm gonna go. Oh god, because I'm 30 feet up right now.
yeah.
I'm gonna go down to this level, like
Okay.
like 20 feet
Sure.
down. But can I descend as like I want to be hiding in this area?
I understand. I'll allow you to get like under the lip of the cottage here.
Yes,
So
that's
you like go
that's what I was
down
looking for.
around.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Is that it for Cecilius?
Yeah, I'm not saying nothing.
All
I
right.
don't want to give away my location.
Talon is like, very good, very good. Playing to the weakness of your opponent. Was able to do that. He is going to make
how's
an
it going?
active perception check to try and find you. I would like you to make a stealth check with advantage.
To be perfectly honest, he's probably like chuckling a little bit. Okay. It's
11.
very fey of him. All right. You said sorry. You said stealth
With advantage.
with advantage. Okay.
Oh my god.
This
You
bitch, he
giggled
tracks,
a little.
man.
You giggled a little too much.
I did.
Oh, Cecilius, you had the advantage and you threw it away as he like rushes over, comes up around the lip, does not see where you are necessarily, but he's going to crack the sword whip,
Mhm.
and he's going to use its ability, Energy Surge. He's going to make an attack with advantage,
Let's get it.
which negates the disadvantage, so it's normal.
Look, I held out pretty good. I think I'm.
That's a 19.
Right.
Would you like to
Yep.
shield?
That would. Yeah, that
Put you
would
up to
do
21.
it. wouldn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Invisibility.
It would break
It
invisibility.
would break invisibility.
But this might break invisibility anyway, too, right?
Yeah.
Make my
True.
content. I'll take the hit. Hold on. Let me
Wait, yeah.
let me see how much.
many-
Let me see how much I have first.
How many spells does he have left?
Cecilius has the Staff of Defense. He can cast Shield
Yes.
a bunch of times from the staff.
Yes. I just have to
Oh.
expend 2 charges
Yep.
each time. Let me.
It's
hold
one
on,
of the
let
best
me-
things you can
let
give a
me math.
Warlock. A bunch of
Yeah.
mage armor and shield spells for free, essentially, per day.
Yeah.
That's why Callan gave it to him.
Okay, I'll be
Before
at
you
10.
do the
I'll be at
Warlock.
10 health. Yeah, I'm taking the damage.
Okay. So,
Might not be the
well,
wisest thing to do, but that's what.
well,
he
there is something else with Energy Surge. Is with the attack, you take an extra 2d6 lightning
Ooh. Well, I resist it.
for
Let's
4
hope.
to 2,
2. All right. I'm at 8.
and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 16.
All right. Constitution
Oh.
saving throw. All right. I can't flare, I assume.
Sure, you
You
can.
should. You should.
Why can't you?
probably.
I don't know. All right,
Up to you. If you'd like, you can.
I am flaring.
Okay.
I'm flaring.
Uh-oh.
Eat.
Would you like to spend 3 to re-roll 1?
Yes.
Okay, get one more roll.
I'm just bursting out the K here.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Like I said, Maya's eating
Make
good
sure to keep
tonight.
track of your decay.
Nope. Oh, I
Okay.
am. I'm at 16.
Okay.
Like paralyzed or something.
Well, it's
Bro,
funny.
it's gonna be bad.
Talon is at 17 decay, so you're both keeping pace. All right. As this sword whips out, you fail the save. All of you nearby hear the sound of thunder, like a crack of thunder. As he says, "You have much still to learn." As you take exactly your hit point remaining in thunder damage, as basically he
Oh.
flies down, hears you
Fuck.
giggling in the invisibility. I'm actually gonna cut the music here.
Amazing.
He
Great.
flies down, hears you, tells you you've given
Hilarious.
away the advantage, brings
Yeah,
the sword down, and as it whips, it cracks like a whip, and all of you hear the sound of a crack of thunder as Cecilius, it strikes.
Oh,
And-
dude, I fall into the trees and shit.
As you go to fall, though, Callan swoops down and grabs you.
My
And
hero.
as you fall unconscious in his arms, he
Uh-huh.
applies a single point of aura healing to you. D6 for 3 hit points, putting him at 18 decay as he's flying above the tree, holding you.
You heard me, didn't you?
Amazing.
Oh, I always hear you.
Is everything okay over there? Do either of you need healing? I'm really good at that.
He looks down at himself. Yes, please. he will then bring Cecilius
That was
over
fun.
and land,
I had fun.
and
with
his
that.
aura wings dissipate. You brought him down to like under half. It was really good.
Yeah, I did a good. I lasted for a little bit.
I can
I didn't-
assist
I
as
didn't-
well.
Yeah, I didn't think I
Hmm.
was gonna last that long.
10?
Yes, with the aura part. The healing part, I guess.
Oh,
But the aura part
Oh.
for sure.
right.
like aura.
Everybody can aura heal. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I just say to Callan, look, we haven't sparred in a while, and it was really fun.
Hey,
No, I
you
think
did really well.
That was amazing.
I must
Maya,
say.
you owed me 5 gold.
Oh,
Wait, what?
all I have
Wait,
is
You're
what?
betting
gold.
on me to lose?
No,
I'm
I was.
disappointed in you.
We were.
Oh.
No, we were not betting
I didn't place
on
Inside
how
that.
many
check.
rounds we would
Inside
last.
Inside check.
For the record, if we were betting, I bet for Cecilius.
I know you're lying.
Natural
I
20.
didn't
That's funny.
No.
Maya had less faith in you than me.
That's funny.
I'm sorry,
Mm.
Sirius. I didn't.
What?
You're not a melee fighter. He is.
Yes, but what does that have to do with anything?
Well, I kind of thought he might, bonk you a couple times and you might go unconscious.
You're not exactly the most hardy.
Callan looks to Cecilius. I mean, in their defense, I did win, but he looks to Maya. You should have more confidence in your companion. Cecilius has grown a lot more than I expected. That was actually.
Right.
He looks to Cecilius. That was tough. You did good.
Talon heals 28.
I'll take 10 of Cecilius's decay.
Ah, thank you. I love
Sure,
the Slurpees.
please
Is that
don't
the
do
sound
that.
it makes too when you?
Yes,
Kier
I'm-
does that?
If Maya sees you doing that, she's like, did you maybe not do that, please?
Oh,
See, Callan looks to Maya.
Oh,
but
right.
why?
Here's quite talented.
Oh,
Maya.
Well, you see, I'm from the Sunflame Church, and I only just became a full-fledged cleric, but I'd like to.
Well, I assure you there's plenty for both of you, as Callan has 18 points.
You got a lot.
Okay.
Feel a type of
To
way.
be fair, Maya, you're only at 54 out of 60. You can't even. Like, eat all of it.
Well, no, because I just
Eat.
healed him 7 decay, so.
So you're down to 47 out of 60. So you still can't take all of Callan's. Take
So
13.
he's at how much?
18. You can take 13 of it.
Alright, Maya will just flare 5.
Okay, sure.
Mm.
He will look at you very questioningly as you sit there, burning your aura in front of him before purifying it. He's very confused, but
That is interesting method of healing.
very odd technique. You may need to learn proper control. I've seen purifiers use far less of their own aura to do that.
Oh, no. It's just more so a test for myself, you know?
No, but everyone has their own training, I suppose. Well, thank you. See Callan
You're welcome.
sheath sword. All right.
First
I'll
time
admit
you've
it.
ever wielded an actual weapon against me.
I felt actually threatened by you for once, so you know.
Really?
A little. I had a few tricks I didn't show.
What?
Oh, that was
He just eyes him.
entertaining.
He's very
I'm gonna
curious.
go make
He just
the
winks.
report. I'm gonna go make the report now.
For reference,
Mm.
Callan has Arsenal, Burst, and Flight.
Yeah!
Oh my
This
God.
fucker is
Bro.
great!
Lego.
Boom!
Callan was top of the academy
Yes.
in his class and is a decorated captain of the neutralization force. He has gained some I'll say
Repertoire.
probably
Some
2 of
repertoire.
them are marked, like he was given them. 1 of them he learned.
Well, I will stand here.
Right, Callan will also drop concentration.
Great.
All right.
That was fun.
Well, that was good.
It was fun.
I'll admit, you probably can take care of yourself better than I thought. I have to apologize.
Your stamp
was
of
as much-
approval?
This was as much of a test for my sake. I've been very worried about you, everything you've been doing, but it seems that you've grown. And you've grown into these powers of yours quite well. I'll not say you're better than me. After all, you lost. You're clearly not.
One day. One day.
Maybe. You'll have to catch up first. I'm still growing too. Well, it was invigorating.
Hmm.
He's gonna head inside and rest up.
Yeah.
Maya, you step aside to do your report.
Mm-hmm.
She reports.
As you activate your sender, you hear a number of signals. You haven't really worked the sender much yet.
No.
What do you say?
Hello, this is Maya from well, we haven't given ourselves an official name yet, but we're part of the Seekers. We were the ones trapped in
You hear a voice pick through. Is this the Lost unit?
yes.
What's her name now? Sorry.
You hear the voice of Naren, the druid from the trial pit.
Oh my gosh, Miss Naren. Oh, it's such an honor to talk to you.
Oh, thank you. You said your name is Maya. You were the cleric assigned to that unit, I believe.
Yeah, we met briefly.
I remember. It's so good to hear from you. We've received report from Sir Callan that he made contact with the rest of you, and you're back in the Feywilds. And apparently, you are in sender range because of the new relay. This is wonderful news. We have been waiting for your report for some time. We heard from the forces in Citrotha. Auna, Galasay, Mira, and Medea did report to us briefly that they made contact with you in the Shadowfell.
Yes.
I think there's a lot we have to catch up on. And Maya will fade to black, TLDR.
Fade to black. Everything.
Is there, I will say, is there anything you do not tell the Seekers?
The only thing I'd say is Maya will spin the events with Helios as he essentially making it sound like he sacrificed himself to save us.
KIA.
Okay. Understood.
Because again, they don't know. They didn't know Helios was. I think
initially.
They didn't know what?
Really?
Didn't Helios kind of like get
Yeah, he
away
busted
from
out
being
of jail.
captured?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Seekers didn't know who Helios really was. Yeah. That's not how it is anymore. Zenarian goes, "Oh, I was really hoping we could speak to them. Grail contacted us shortly after you all went missing.
Oh boy.
Apparently, one among your number, Helios, was not who they said they were, and I see you've learned that.
Yeah.
It's I'm sorry to hear that they sacrificed themselves for you. Truthfully, I was hoping to speak to them to offer an apology for my my ex-husband's actions against them.
I think he understands that you all were just very cautious because of everything that was happening.
I hope so.
Sure, they understand, sorry.
Well, yes. It sounds like a lot is going on. As much as I'd like to tell you to come back and report at base, I think we're past that, unfortunately. Your unit seems to have attachments to the events unfolding.
Yes.
Give me some time. I will deliberate with Commander Ravi, and we will see what your orders are, if I can even call them that. As far as I'm concerned, you're all still members of the Seekers. You certainly passed the trial by surviving this long. We need to commemorate you with an official unit name at some point, though, something to refer to you all by. I do want to say thank you for everything you've all done. You hold no obligation to the actions you've taken to saving the other Seekers in Satrotha, to helping mend these rifts. It's appreciated.
Of course. Well, I mean, I couldn't imagine just sitting back and doing nothing when everyone's in need.
Well, the Seekers need more people like you. That's for sure. I will get back to you as soon as possible. Till then, take care.
You too.
Signal cuts out. And Naren will go and talk to Ravi, the commander of the Seekers, to figure out what to do with you guys.
We're important.
You guys have kind of been acting apart from Seekers for the last 3 to 4 weeks, and it'd be weird for them to be like, well, now that you're back, we need you to go and kill 5 rodents in this person's basement. Like, no, you guys are beyond that shit.
Like I said, we're important.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, the senders can connect to anyone who has a sender, yeah?
Yeah, it's kind of like you have a radio signal. You're going
oh, right. I need to get Callan's.
Yes, you can get Callan's number.
Oh, right.
For
I can
direct
get his
contact.
number.
If you don't have someone's number for direct contact, you just kind of go into an open channel and speak, and then you can like switch to different channels, and yeah. It's a radio essentially.
I think my having noticed Avery and what's her name?
Mishari
weren't in the college. She would go get them and invite them to the college, and also like ask if they want to exchange numbers.
Okay, yeah, I think they do that.
What number?
For sure. You guys can also set your own personal like identification numbers on the senders. You guys exchange information. And you guys, I would recommend marking this down somewhere on your character sheet whose sender numbers you have access to. If I know there's probably a lot. I'm not wrapping up roleplay necessarily, but Is there anything immediately pressing in the evening before we do the 24-hour skip to the next day? Because I do have something I'd like to get to before the end of this session. Doesn't mean we're going to move on to like immediate combat or anything, but is there anything immediately pressing anyone would like to do in the evening? Because we are kind of
Off
steering
screen
the time.
chatting, getting to know people.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and we can do a
Yeah,
lot more of that next
essentially.
next session.
That's
We'll
fine.
continue the role play perfectly fine. I just know we're getting near
Right.
the time.
Yeah.
So, okay. You guys catch up, have a nice dinner, relax in the cottage. Some of you bunk together. I don't think it would be right for me to say that Callan and Cecilius immediately do anything, you know. Further. We're still in the early phase of that.
Yeah.
Callan sleeps on the couch for sure, willingly.
I would offer him my bed, and then
He would say
I can take the
absolutely not.
couch.
There's no
I'm
world.
used to the lumps. It's fine.
Cecilius, I
Your
cannot
back's
tell
gonna
you.
hurt. Please.
I am a soldier. I have slept on worse. You can feel a little bit of Callan being like, "You're a noble son. You should have the bed." There's a little bit of that like coddling, and he's like, "Nope, I'm not. You cannot move. You literally can't move me from this seat. I dare you to try. You cannot."
I will try. I will attempt to.
You'll try. Give me a strength check. He will contest it.
Can I flare?
Yeah, you can flare. He's gonna flare too. He's being stubborn.
You little shit. All right, strength check.
Strength
Oh God,
check.
help me.
Yeah, no. He's like, look at your noodle arms. It's impossible. No, go sleep in your comfortable bed, noodle arms.
I ripped.
Noodle arms.
I ripped the pillow that I had on the couch because I haven't slept in
Rude.
this bed yet.
Yeah.
I'm taking my good pillow. I go
Do
back
that.
into the room. I get the pillow that's probably cushionier and nicer, and I throw it on him with some blankets.
Wonderful.
Maya will pull out the blankets and stuff she took from the mansion. We have more.
Thank you.
You see Cecilius in a way you've never seen him before, kind
Yes,
of playful,
100%.
kind of pouty, kind of, like, yeah.
Here you find a bed that's far too small for you.
I take the mattress off and lay it on the bed.
Yeah.
And fold it in half for a nice pillow and just sleep on the rug.
The mattress is your pillow, of
Yeah.
course. Fold it in half.
Yeah, fold it in half.
Okay.
And I put a blanket and it reaches my torso and maybe to the tops of my knees. My feet are cold.
I'll figure that out. So as you guys have a probably higher spirited evening than any of you expected with the way the day began.
Mhm.
Still obviously mourning the loss of Helios, but with reunions of other friends and close ones and new inventions and experiments, you guys find peaceful rest, whether trance or sleep or powering down. In the morning, and I'm kind of just speeding this along just because I wanted to get to this before the end of the session because we are ending soon. Astra. Weirdly, I have to say you.
Hi?
The
Oh.
saddlebag dings, and a letter pops out.
Oh.
This is now your thing.
Yeah, now
It
it's
is your
my
thing now.
responsibility.
Mm.
Yeah.
The letter also has a small package wrapped in like a little parcel with it.
Okay, I'll pull it out and read the letter first.
Greetings and salutations. Through my limited perceptions attached to these saddlebags, I believe there has been some change of ownership recently that may be rather permanent. First, I would like to extend my condolences. It is never easy parting from a beloved companion. Secondly, I have completed the repaired Argent Needle. Please find it enclosed within this parcel, and do be sure to safekeep this one as best as possible henceforth. Combining this needle with Mallory's thread, you have the tools needed to properly mend the fractures. Whether this will work on full-formed rifts or not will need tested. Regardless, some instruction is in order for the combined needle and thread. On its own, the Argent Needle has the unique property of piercing the veil between the planes, but it is only with Mallory's thread from the Endless Skein that its true worth is found. As a fate hag who weaves the desires and destinies of people into her own fabrics, her thread will allow you to do the same with the planar fractures. Her threads will use your experiences and memories to form powerful psychic and empathic bonds to seal the fractures shut. Essentially, by gathering valuable bonds, powerful shared emotions, and memories from the realms you explore, you will form these threads to weld the fractures and repair the firmament with its own energies. I would suggest you reinforce the previously mended fracture in Bayan Ayator as a good test of what this thread can accomplish. Then, moving forward, my suggestion would be to explore the planes and make as many connections and bonds as you can to forge powerful threads while keeping an eye out for more fractures. Obviously, though, in the long run, defeating Venurin will be the only long-term solution to safeguarding the firmament. But, as that is a task beyond your means, I suggest you prioritize the repair of fractures and closure of rifts for now. I will have another delivery ready soon. Considering your pivot back to the realm of the Fae, I need to consider my options. Kindest regards, Freer. P.S. I will do whatever I can to assist Helios, though my influence in Zalia is minimal. And I will copy that and put it into resources for you guys.
Huzzah.
Hey, man, he's
I'll-
a god of creation. What do you mean?
when this letter arrives, I'll pretty much gather the party around and read it out for everybody.
What the hell do you mean, Michael?
Oh.
Well, there's another god in Zalia that's revered and uniformly worshipped by the people there. Gods
I
only as
know.
powerful as those who worship them, really, and no one in Zalia worships Krier. His influence
Except
there is...
For one.
He now has one
No,
little
but-
worshiper.
One little pocket.
One
The
little
pocket
hot
being
pocket.
Helios. Yeah. God, I hope they're not a hot pocket and being burned to steak
my
or some shit.
God.
That would be bad.
Oh,
Oh
no.
my
Sorry.
goodness.
No, they're...
I don't know. They might make an example. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Well...
Oh, that's okay. We got a
Find
subplot
out.
to figure out.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will there and
Goody. Yes,
as you
yes.
unwrap
all
the
read it.
parcel, you find the repaired second needle, the one you guys got from Lormendi as payment. Put it into all players' inventory. Handout. Now have the needle and the thread
We
needed
have
to properly
the power.
repair the fractures.
Yes. No. Got a question. We had
Yeah.
one of those. The container that held Mal's shears.
Yeah, you have the I think Astra has
What is that called?
the
Astra has it.
I have
Yes,
it.
it's basically a case that is proofed against detection, not a
We
divination.
need to do that. We need to put the needle in that.
Probably not a bad idea to put the needle and thread in that case, actually.
We absolutely
Yeah.
need
Probably
that.
a
That
good
is
idea.
the first thing Cecilius would suggest.
That's a good suggestion.
And
And
next
the thread.
week,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
next week we will pick up as this session. I kind of expected this session would be almost entirely this.
Mhm.
Yeah, a
We
little
will pick up
combat.
next week with a little bit of combat. That was pretty good. I like that quite a bit. And we will pick up next week with you guys going to repair the fracture you started before. And then you guys need to figure out what next. You have quite a few leads pointing towards the summer court now. Astra has a lead on Hagstones, and the party has the needle back. So we'll
The
find
world
out
is
what
our
happens
oyster.
next time with
Yeah.
the lore menders.
The Lord Bender.
I just wanted to say it to see how it sounds.
I mean,
we
it
said
sounds-
it.
sounds
Lore
good.
Menders. Lore
Lore
Menders.
Menders. The Lore Menders.
Mm.
It's actually not bad. I
We'll bring that up
Me
to
too.
Lore Mendy and get his approval.
He's like, the Lore Men. I see what you did there.
Play on words.
Yeah.
And we will pick that up next week. I think it's next Sunday as
Yeah,
well.
next Sunday, and then the
Sunday.
following week.
Following week is level 20. Yes. Cannot wait.
Monk time.
Monk!
Mm.
All
I'm
right,
excited.
guys.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
See you
Bye,
guys.
guys.
Bye.